Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration playthrough. Oh man, it has been an eventful weekend. Real life events. Too many events, and not that much time to play. But we are back. And good news is that the bioscience is almost done. Nothing is remaining except for placing the production facilities for the number 4. I think we got epoxy done with, because I remember picking it. Yeah, should be good. Let me pick the buildings. I'm going towards the mall to pick the last buildings required to place these. So we need 7 radiation facilities, 14 electromagnetics, 14 mechanical, and 1 genetics. Just 1. Let's activate the logistics, and here we go. So mechanical, 14 mechanical, 5, 5, and 5, and I'm gonna drop 1 here. Drop it on you. Are you not building the next one? What are you missing? Oh. You are, yeah, you just place up to 40. Okay, it's fine. 14 mechanical, 14 electromagnetics, 7 radiation. Here is electromagnetics, 14 as well, 14 electromagnetics, and man, goldfish memory, 7 radiation, 1, 2, and 5. Do it like this, and 1 genetics. 1. Perfect. And finally, do they need cooling? No cooling at all. Which one does need epoxy? This one needs epoxy, right? Seeing the amount of machines, I'd like to put them one in front of another. It sounds like it would be a good place. 1 row of these, 1 row of these, and then a row of this, and 1 of these. We could combine the outputs from these two. Yeah. Which one first? Let's do the ones which output Jagnata cards first. I mean, it doesn't matter at all, but let's do these. Let's do the big ones. How wide is gonna be the row? How many machines are here? There are 10. Oops. There are 10 machines here, so the row 14 is gonna be even wider. And that's gonna be our widest row. Is it okay, or should we make 2 rows, like 7 and 7? I think it's okay. I think it's fine. 14 machines. It's nothing crazy. Okay. Yeah, we do have these. Like, if a machine fits perfectly here, it won't be beacon, but unless that happens, we should be okay. Let me prepare the way. We could also be putting machines like already here. The bus is not gonna go any further. Well, let's put them at least on the left side from the evacuation facilities. Okay, so 14 and 14 electromagnetics and mechanical. Let's start with the mechanical. So above the beacon, 2 tiles if possible, and somewhere here. So now let me check if we place them like this. Are they gonna be inside the beacon? Like in between the 2 beacons. Let me grab some space landfill. Where are you at, space landfill? Do we not have a chest here? Oh, there is a chest here. Oh, there's a chest here. Do we have enough of it? I'm not sure. It's fine. Let me also output some of the vitalic acid here. Sorry, epoxy. This one. Just so we have it in the belt. Where is it? Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of growth facilities there, but... Oops, not what I wanted. Yeah. Okay, good. The building is not inside the... not here. It's gonna be beaconed. However, this... I mean, that's fine. We could always go like under it if it's a problem. So, decompression resistance data. It requires nothing. They're all pretty easy. Pretty easy. Yeah, I just wanted to check so we can be copy-pasting these. Boom, boom, boom. Let's already be making the one above the next one, so we can be seeing which buildings are in common. Sorry, which belts would be in common. Electromagnetics, you. There would be at least one belt, so let's see. You require processing unit and black data card, and you require blank data card and significant biomass and epoxy. So good, we could place two belts in the middle, one for the outputs and one for the black data card inputs, like this. So the outputs are gonna be like this, and these cards are gonna be outputted here. Oh, the outputs here won't allow to place them one right next to each other, right next to another, because the outputs are gonna. That's unfortunate. I mean, that's okay. Just a bit more space horizontally. No big deal. Okay, so the outputs are here, and the black data cards inputs are gonna be... why not? Like here. How fast is it? 10 seconds for one card in 10 seconds. That's pretty slow. I think even a red belt is gonna be okay. Red inserter, I think. What's the speed? 2.6? No, what's the speed of the... 5.6. And you... Oh, yeah, it's beaconed as well. 5. Oh, by the way, should we move them a bit closer so they are all properly beaconed at least? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, just barely. Yeah, right in front. Yeah, I think it's good to be right in front. I think that's quite nice. Quite nice. Why there is one here? I don't know. Okay. So you output and you input. You also, yeah, they both have junk data card outputs, and it's pretty neat because they both output on each side of the belt. So and 49%, 10 seconds of work, 49%, 10 seconds of work, same working speed. They output exactly the same amount of junk data cards, so it's gonna be a pretty balanced belt of junk. Filter out junk data cards. On the left, yeah, it's good. And we're gonna be bringing it. It's gonna be the final. It's gonna be the last belt of junk data cards, because these and these don't output them. Perfect. And where is the belt? The belt. One of these, right? Yeah, we can see the junk data cards moving. So it's this one. Oh, there is also like one coming from here. Why do we have a... Yeah, this split is unnecessary. So it's gonna be like this. And here is gonna be like this. Like this, perfect. We have the cards output, and let's also connect the output of these while we are at it. The final belt. The final two belts. They are here. Oh, hold on a second. There is a small problem. There is one belt which is being in front. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. And my inventory is full to take from it. Where can we drop these? Where are they used? Here, kinda. Where are you used? Okay, and you... Oh, perfect. Oh, hold on. You did not have any... Oh, no, you're full. Yeah, your output is full. Which is nice. So now that the belt is free, the inventory is a bit free, we need to shift this lane. I think a good idea would be to just shift it one tile to the right. Go here, there, and so that we have these ones which are free. It was a mistake on my part to not check the availability of this space. Yeah, something like this. Something like this. Something like this. Move it one tile to the right. Shift it. Unfortunately, here is a bit. Oops. Let's do it like this. Like this. Yep, all nice. Could we drop these? Okay. And what's the second place where they are needed? These. Yeah. I mean, we could shoot the remaining cards. No big deal. No big deal. Do we have enough belts? Yes, no, kinda. No, I don't think so. We're gonna need to restock on belts. This is the output of the cards. The 2 belts of 4 advanced cards. Super advanced bio cards. All the research that we're gonna be doing. Deck. Okay. Oh. Ah. Please behave, mouse. Okay. They are here, so one of them is gonna be oh, perfect, this one. The one which combines the output of these 2 sciences, and the one which is gonna come from above. Come from the skies above. This one is blank data cards. Let's connect the blank data cards. Do other need also blank data cards? Yeah, they all need blank data cards. So we have to split here. And this one goes towards the top, the final location. And now just connect the epoxy and significant biomass, where they are at. So the epoxy is here, and the significant biomass, for some reason we only have half a belt. Is that okay? Why do we have only half a belt? Oh, I understand. We prioritize onto the right-hand side, and this is why like these inserters are taken from the topmost part, and the topmost part is the bottom part in this direction. So basically, they are taken from this side of the belt, and this is how we have a one. Let's not have a priority. This way, these sides are gonna balance it, with each other. And if one side is lacking here, they're gonna start taking from the other side, which no, they're not gonna be balanced. Should we manually balance them? Should we manually balance them? Like just like have a splitter and let's see if it becomes an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. As these start working again, these are gonna get consumed in priority, and they're gonna be flowing and continuing their journey. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, so here we have 2 belts, and there is one beacon, and this one as well. Okay, let's try to jump over this beacon. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this, yeah. And hopefully this is gonna be jumpable. Like this. Hopefully if we when we copy that. Yeah, this is now, there's space in between. Perfect. Here we have our 2 belts of epoxy and blue circuit. No. Significant biomass. Okay, significant biomass, let's be drawing it. something like this. Where are you at? Here. Okay. And as you can see, the bottom now, yeah, this belt is now, as we have used it a bit, now they're output to both sides. Ah, it's fine. No big deal. And here the second one is gonna be the epoxy, and it's the only recipe here which consumes epoxy, so no need for any sort of weird splitter or anything really. It's a belt, just a belt. And let's copy these. Oh, not like this. Let me also check the speed. Yeah, 1 every 10 seconds. You don't deserve anything more than 1 red inserter for it. And we're good. They're working. That was fast. Let me also make a jump above the... yeah, let's not landfill everything here. Just the necessary segment. Could also be taken from here. Trying to save some landfill so I don't have to go back to the... to the base. And let's have a small jump. Okay, so we need 14 of each. 14 of each. Oh, before we copy everything, let's put the belts behind this one as well. Let's put the belts behind this one, and let's see here. It needs processing units and advanced neural gel. Oh, by the way, we need to evacuate the contaminated biosludge. Let's bring the belt. How should we do it? And these ones, oh, hold on, they produce biosludge. Oh, that's new. That's new. We have a feedback loop of biosludge here. We have a feedback loop of biosludge. So how should we... Like, we need to bring it as high in the chain as possible. Or, let me check here. Do we use biosludge in this card somewhere? We are here. These ones output biosludge 4.7k a minute, and even if we like try to use it here, we would have more. We would end up having more of it. So let's and it's actually neural gel being transformed into biosludge. I'm noticing it now. Maybe we can feed it directly into neural gel. Because no, neural gel. Hold on a second. The cards by product, they consume neural gel to produce biosludge, and when we create neural gel, we produce biosludge as well. From nutrient gel and from, I mean the advanced one. From neural gel and from nutrient gel. Do we use biosludge? Yeah, we use biosludge into nutrient gel. Okay, that's fine. Like, no big deal. We just need to bring the biosludge all the way back. So we need to find a lane for the biosludge feedback loop here. Do we? Oh, we do have one. We do have one. It's this one. Perfect. It has been all accounted for. It doesn't even need to be this. Yeah, look at this. It outputs biosludge as well. It's this lane. We have everything. Perfect. Where are we taking from here? Oh, is it? Could we put it? We could put it here, or we would put it here. No big deal. Let's put it here. That's an interesting setup. These. And is this lane used? Let me just check here. I don't think so. There's a cosmic water. Oh, it's used for cosmic water, but I don't think cosmic water is used anywhere above. So it's fine. Let's just do this. Pum. Oh, I'd like to do pump, but I can't do pump. So we can do pump here. Just rotate these and do like this. Up. Okay. Good. Now this needs... Oh, it has a feedback loop of advanced neural gel as well. It has a feedback loop of advanced neural gel. Interesting. I think we can balance it directly. We can balance it directly in front of itself. And this, as always, We balance it by using a container. Yeah, basically like this. Yeah, it's fine. So why so far? It's just so we don't take it when we copy paste. So if we do it here, if we do it like this now, then you don't have to worry about copy pasting. This is gonna be the input, and here is gonna be here's gonna be the feedback loop. And you only prefill it up to. Oh. What did just get deleted? Hold on. Did you see the access here? Not sure what was deleted right now, but it's weird. Okay, when anything, anything, it should be true when there's no inputs. Yeah, when anything is below, let's say how much? We don't want a big buffer. We just want something. 1000 is gonna be good enough. Yeah, maybe it's even too high, but that's okay. Okay, so neural gel, where are you at? You are here. Where should we belt you? Where should we belt you? Oh, by the way, look at the pump. I didn't even notice before, but one pump has an internal capacity of 400. One pump stores 400 of liquid. One single entity. Space pipe storing only 100. Hey, Tyrannosaurus hacks! Oh wow, 38 people raiding. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream where we are making bioscience over and over. No, just kidding. How are you doing, Tyrannosaurus hacks? How was your stream? How was your day? Red. Oh wow, 38 people, man. How are you all doing, guys? Hungry? I just ate, personally. Yeah, sustain yourself. The factory has been sustained well enough, I believe. You should be sustaining yourself as well. Stream was a bit too much bottleneck chasing and fixing things this time. Unnecessary tasks, right? Cannot do that with cannot advance without doing this. But I hope you have figured everything out. Speaking of bottlenecks, by the way, I have installed bottlenecks light mod, which is a new iteration over the legacy bottleneck mod. Apparently it's instant and apparently it has no UPS overhead. You can see the icons are a bit more small. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. What are we doing? Let me show you the biobase. This is the bioscience facility where we're producing all 4 tiers of bioscience. On the left hand, you have all the data cards. First, you have catalogs. You have the... Oh, by the way, this has not been set. We have just unlocked it. Level 4 catalog. We have all the catalogs, then all the cards, and on the right-hand side, we have all the intermediate products. It's an awesome mod. It has been recommended to me as well as and sold as an awesome mod. Turned out when stack sizes got upgraded to maximum, it was just enough in combination with a mistake to oversend items to delivery cannon chest and break things. Oh no! Interplanetary logistics contamination. Need-based, thank you. The idea is that we have a like rail rectangular network kinda, and there are 4 spaces. So this is the astroscience setup, also the 4 catalogs with all the cards and more cards and cooling and everything, and the stations which deliver items and provide the catalogs. The astro facility has been finished. The plan is to make the material facility here and the bio facility here, which is almost finished, and then energy is gonna go here. Like, we're gonna be having 4 science setups, and they are all scalable towards the right. If we need more factories, just copy paste everything. We can have more train stations for input and output, if necessary in the future. And that's the plan. Luckily, it broke combinators before anything else, and things were set up so that they have to actively send a signal for something to be sent. Ah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. The mistake created another mistake where, luckily, nothing has like the worst have been avoided, if I understand you correctly. Great to hear. Great to hear. I think we need to take more of the scaffolding. Yeah, scaffolding is gonna be an issue. Let me fly towards the bootstrap base. Have you seen the new jetpack animation though? Barrel rolls. The mistake which didn't matter before was I had some delivery cannons I'd forgotten about also sending to those chests. The forgotten cannons. I have actually gotten rid of the first base. There was a very first space setup which produced some rocket science which I had set up initially, and I have finally managed to clean it all. It was here. You can see some active chest providers as the remaining stuff. And I did that because same story. I was scared that my delivery cannons would do something unexpected. So yeah. Stack size 2 to 3 on the fast sensors, picking up capsules, and being the enable disable made the difference. Oh, you're counting on stack size in your circuitry? Like 2 had to be carefully tailored for your circuitry to work? I don't think I have anything too heavy circuitry wise. It's minimal. I mean, not so minimal. It's we have sushi rockets everywhere. So we have sushi rockets which deliver all the resources necessary for each science facility, like here. But it's really a minimal circuitry. We are sending the demand, and we are resetting it when items have been inputted until they arrive, basically. But yeah, now I have the inserters that pick up capsules as opposed to the main item enabled once the chest was empty of those items. Because of the delay, that sent a few stacks, which was fine. It's a bit hard for me to imagine without seeing, I must admit. One belt here. Blue ones. So it shows in delivery cannon capsules for a few seconds once it gets the green light. So you had your capsules which were polluting the. It shows in delivery cannon capsule for a few seconds once it gets the green light. Basically, you insert too much capsules, right? It inserts too much capsules because of the inserter capacity, and you overshot, right? If I understand you correctly, the inserters that put in the item to be delivered were unconditionally on. Oh, and it kept shooting. That combined with having forgotten cannons. that must hurt to debug. I feel ya. And this is running. And this beacon is touching everything here. The final stack upgrade pushed it over the edge, and I wondered if somehow a meteor hit the combinators. It was exactly the same as 2 outposts. Interesting. Indeed, the stack upgrade is something you don't really take into account usually when you plan for stuff, right? So that's something to, yeah. So we need 14 of each here. I could have avoided it if I disabled the other inserter as well instead, but it would impact throughput. Yep, I see what you mean. I did have some. I also did have some. What's the word? In order to preserve the throughput, sometimes I also made some some weird changes to the original design. Okay, here we go. Why aren't working? Oh, bio. Oh, I forgot to evacuate the bio sludge, which is easiest thing to do in the world, considering we have an output here already. Let's do it here. Oh, no, we can't do it here because it's in front of the. Here would be blocking. Panel substation would be blocking. Let's do it here. Praise the sun for advanced fluid handling. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Why it wasn't working for a second? There. No, it's looking okay. Is everything beaconed? It's not. So how far are you in your base? What's the sciences you have reached already? I mean, we don't have to be too precise here. Still trying to get a couple of last things together before Bio 2. Ah, the Bio. I thought it would be flowing early today. Man, I had the same optimism for bioscience. Like, it's been a third stream maybe when I'm saying that. Like in the title, I put that we're gonna finish it today. I mean, today is gonna really be the one. But before we had so much small issues all over the place. There were just so many things to fix. It's all built except scrubbers? Scrubbers? What are these? I make vitalic acid. Ah, congrats. Vitalic acid, that means you have, let me check. After vitalic acid, how many intermediate stuff you have? Spice, extracts, no, extracts, acid. Scrubbers. These are scrubbers. Okay, it's all built except the scrubbers. I see. Yeah, you're gonna have you're gonna have two to go for the next year. Yeah, the reagents and the epoxy. Man, this bioscience is really something. It requires a lot of inputs considering how everything uses previous tiers. So I went for the route of making every single item straight directly from the Vitamelange ore, which is received by the stations everywhere. And I was a bit scared to see how the chains grow more and more with every single new item, which is above the previous chain. So yeah, the sheer amount of ore required is quite something. I think I have broken down biological science to cores, and like if you wanted to do core mining, in order to keep up with 235 catalogs per minute, you would have to have 35,000 core fragments per minute. And if you remove this one and just keep it at Vita Melange, pure Vita Melange, you need 30,000 Vita Melange mined per minute. And that's like 12 belts, something like that. I'll get right on that. Good luck, man. Yeah, Bio is a beast. Bio is a beast. Even material science, which is supposed to be the one which challenges you with like logistics delivery and intermediate items, is not as challenging as Bio in that specific domain. Because I've come to realize that every single science challenged you in some way or another, basically. So the challenge of the Bio would be like all the liquids and the feedback loops, where you have outputs which you need to inject in priority all over the place. But it's not just that, it's way more than that. I didn't find material science particularly challenging with rail blocks. True, and that's really neat. One thing I find a challenge. It's not exactly a challenge. It's more of a planning challenge. But one thing which is gonna be different in my setup from other sciences is that these like the same items per minute I go for, like 235 catalogs. Among others, they require 7.5 thousand material testing packs a minute, and 7.5 thousand testing packs take 750 slots in the rocket. Like, they need 750 slots per minute. So I'm gonna have a dedicated rocket just for the testing packs. And hoping that 750 per minute, that means like I need one rocket every like 40 seconds, I think. One rocket every 40 seconds just to deliver material testing packs. And that's the challenge here, basically, to identify your potential bottleneck. Although I had to do direct insertion of scrap on a couple of builds to stations to keep up with scrap. Bio is by far the trickiest from what I have seen so far. Yep, I totally agree. These tiny stack sizes are nasty. Yeah, they are. Like, I imagine them being like in super big boxes where you do some bunch of testing. I mean, I'm trying to imagine in real life how these would be represented. So what do these need? I think we can go for the same build in the middle here. They all they need both blank data cards, and they output their card. Where is this? Is the last one. Oh, they also share the significant biomass. They share too many things, these two. The 5 stack size unloads from a train almost as fast as fluid. They're very large boxes. Okay, yeah. Hello, Revan. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. How should we proceed here? They both require significant biomass and blank data card, and they should both output on the same underground belt. So they might as well have 3 belts in the middle. But if they have 3 belts in the middle, I mean, this one is very fast. This one by default, it's very fast. Like the genetics facility, I have noticed, is the building which is the fastest of them all. Yeah, let's put it here. Oh, I think we need to place it. I have a blueprint of the beacon on the landfill already, so let's do it like this. I think we can move it 1 tile below. Yep, like this. And let's throw the last pylon. We don't need to go there. Okay, and this one is super fast. Look at the speed, 22 per second. I mean, granted, only 0.3 are required, so it needs to be working only 1/3 of the time. But with a recipe which takes 2 seconds, we are having 11 items per second, basically. Card output is 11 cards per second, and the input is also 11 per second. 11 per second. And these red inserters rotate. They swing like every 0.8 seconds. 360 degrees per second would be a full swing, so they swing a bit faster than a full rotation per second. But let's say they are with a hand stack size at 3. We can estimate that they move about 4 items a second. And since we need 11, that means that we need 3 long-handed inserters for each item. So let's let's do this. So 3 which take from the middle, 3 which output to the output, and for this belt we can be using this one, only this one, yeah. And you also take from it. So how is it organized here? Cursed. It's looking. Oh, okay. I think you mean by cursed you mean that they shouldn't be shifted, right? It's looking better if they are like this. Yeah, that's it's one of these times where I'm really I wish I was using K2. I wish I was using K2 with their amazing inserters. Is 1 enough here? I mean, let's put. I'm not gonna count, but let's put 2 for just in case, you know. Should we even have 4? Also, just in case. I keep wishing for filtered long arms. Yeah, that would have been. K2 has them. K2 does have these. How about that as a tile? I think that's pretty good. But we need only one machine. We need only one of these machines. And here I do think. Okay, I don't want to calculate again the for this, but maybe let's put 2 and hope that 2 are gonna be good. I mean, it's 1 item every 10 seconds with the speed of 5.6. So yeah, only one is okay. Only one is okay. So you take from here, and you output here, which should be good. Before tiling, let me. Yeah, let's connect the fluids. Oh, and you are outputting the biosludge, the pure biosludge. Pure biosludge. Yeah, two of these output pure biosludge. So let's get it back into the system. You could get bob inserters then. Maybe during the next playthrough. For this one, I have decided to try to be as okay, I'm gonna say something now, and you're gonna make fun of me. What I want to say is I wanted to have a pure space exploration experience, but then I'm using like advanced fleet handling. I'm using true nukes. I'm using a bit too much quality of life mods to call it a pure experience, anyways. But yeah, let's try not to reduce the purity more than we have already done it. Because the reasoning is that I heard that space exploration was a very balanced mod on its own. So a lot of people are actually recommending against combining it with Quest 2 or like overhaul modes, right? So I mean, I did my share of what would be the word? Heretical combinations. Oh, do we? Have I just thoughtlessly used the landfill where it's not even needed, and now that I have none? Yes, I think I did that. All of this is kinda unnecessary, considering we only need 1 building here. Come on, robots. Work faster. Okay, this is almost done. Oh, no, it needs normal biomass, and this needs uranium. So yeah, we need to have 1 belt at the top. 1 belt which goes above. Yeah, let's landfill here. Why not? Okay, good. And 1 belt which goes here. This is uranium. Uranium please come join the party. And that's the last. It's literally. Oh, I was gonna say it's the last of the bus. Like the bus materials stops here. We don't need anything further. The build is done, but we don't have uranium. Let's see here. Why don't we have anything? Oh, we couldn't get these to evacuate. We couldn't get these to evacuate. How does it happen? We have 48 back cargo rocket sections. Are they in the global network? Yes, they're in the global network. So how come they don't go? The robots don't bring them where they belong, and that is at the here. Oh, it couldn't put the capsule, and it had filled everything with cargo rocket sections packed. Okay, this needs to be solved. See, Eternosaurus, I'm like you. Whenever I try to finish something, there is like another small problem which arises. By the way, look at the effect on the screen. It seems like there is like a flashlight or something in front of the character, which is creating some black lightning in front of it, surrounded by red. I think red is pollution, right? Do we have pollution in space? No, we don't. It's weird. Not sure why. So basically, how this works is there's a lot of receivers, cargo landing pads all around the base, and they output their capsules and their rocket parts onto the global network, and the robots take care of it and bring everything to the recycling rocket, which brings everything back to Novice. Because we receive much more stuff than we actually send to Novice, so we need like one rocket to take care of the excess, which is done here. And the problem is that these inserters, they are working a bit too well. They're working too well. We need to basically implement the same condition here. I have done it here on these rockets, which output the ore back to Novice, and I have not done it properly here. The idea is that the inserters are working only if one of these two conditions is verified. First condition is when the rocket is empty enough. Let me create the items, decider combinators. There are two conditions. Whenever the rocket is empty enough, so basically more than like 10 slots, then they can fill it with stuff, or when the rocket is ready. This cargo rocket signal is being outputted when the rocket has everything: space capsules, rocket sections. Yeah, I think only space capsules and rocket sections. And only then, when the rocket is ready to depart, only then the cargo must continue, and rocket departs when cargo is full. So output, like input up to 10, wait until the rocket is ready, and then continue, like fill it up to 0, and then it can launch. And this condition has been missing from this rocket, and that is the problem. So this is this is wired with the inputs. Set filters on the green wire, and let's put a red wire here. Wire them with the red wire and say they should be in it. Oh, we cannot do set filters and enable at the same time. I mean, it's fine. This is a logistics chest, which only contains cargo sections packed. This logic here basically makes sure that we only input the cargo sections when there's too much of them in the chest, because we still want to have some of them here on this base. We don't want to send everything, to get rid of everything. So we have a small amount of them in the chest, and we set the filter when it's getting over 400. Like I'm simply adding what's inside the chest to minus 400 here, and that's being used as a set filter. Set filter and enable would be so nice. Hey, Kano. How are you doing today? Yep, I I do agree, especially in this case. I actually wrote a feature request about this once. Oh wow, a feature request. You can feed it a big negative signal of the filter to disable it. Big negative signal. Big negative signal of the filter. A big negative. What? I want them to be working when this is white. But I also. I mean, you know, we could actually add a third one here. We could actually add a third one, and third one would be to basically say when these are above 400, which would make sense. We could combine all the conditions for them to work. When these are above 400, then just output a white signal. So whenever we have at least one white signal, no, not at least one, not at least one. No. Because less or equal to 0 for a filter signal removes it. Yep, it's negative. That's how I'm doing exactly. That's exactly how it works. There's a constant commutator with minus 400, and that's how the set filter is being done. So let's break it down. What do I want? I want is them to work when this is true, or when this is true, and when this is true. So they need to go in a chain. Okay, this output a white signal. Okay, let's already connect. So these output a signal, and the idea here is that we append an AND. So basically, when there is a white signal, and when cargo sections are positive after this one. What's the compact way to do it? I wish you could use a constant combinator other than one for the output from a decider combinator without changing it to an arithmetic. Constant other than one for the output from a decider combinator. I don't see what you mean. White signal or I mean, I'm seeing a way with like a bunch of commutators here, but that would be not very that would not be very ergonomic. If condition output some arbitrary value just to reduce the combinator count. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Let's I think I like your idea. The idea would be so basically whenever there is let me put it here. I like your idea. So basically we want them to work when there is a white signal. So we can just check whether there is a white signal. I mean a red or green wire, it's fine. Whether there is a what just happened? Like there were wires on the ground? I don't know. When there is a white signal, then we are gonna be outputting. No, when the white signal is at 0, then we are gonna be outputting like minus 9,999 of karaoke sections, and this way they are never gonna be able to be positive. Or we can just connect this one to this one, and this 400 is gonna be counted twice, and that's gonna avoid us having another combinator like this. Bam. Input signals minus 400, and it's not empty. Oh, and we output the input count of these. Yep, look at how it got cleared. We are outputting minus 400 from this combinator plus the minus 400 by default, so basically minus 800. And this 400, it could have been 9,000 minus 9,000, for example. It would have been the same, but so that we don't have another combinator. Or maybe we should just add a combinator for the clarity. So the future me doesn't like look at this and doesn't wonder what's going on. So let's do it for clarity. Minus a big number. Only output it if there is no white signal. And this way, these are only gonna work when there is a white signal. Mystery bot. Yeah. Okay, let's take some of them, free some space. That's often a better way to do it. That's your way. That's how you gave me the inspiration. Why it's still... Oh, because they had some... Okay. Okay, now it's working. Now it's working. They had freed some space, so one capsule could go in. And about the capsules, it's the same. We only insert capsules when they're above 80. So we keep a bunch of capsules on this space base. We keep a bunch of cargo rocket sections and in the storage chest. And everything else is going back to Novice. As long as you have an extra wire space, whatever, to use the constant. Yeah. Like, just for the clarity. Okay, we can have one more combinator, but for the clarity's sake, I think it's nice. So here, what we see is that we have output signal, we have white output signal. So we can see white input signal white 2, so there is no output. And this is at 400, I think. No, this is 382. And this is why the rocket is not filled any longer. Okay, cool. So now the evacuation can be going on. And the bioscience stuff should be coming in as well. Hopefully it's gonna be enough to finish it. Do we have everything? Should I go back to the depot? No. We have everything. We can finish it. Like, the bioscience should be done today. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be done very shortly. And by bioscience, I mean just the catalogs. I'm preparing all the catalogs for all the sciences first. And after everything is done, we're gonna create a science facility which combines all the catalogs into insights, significant data, and whatnot, and produce science. By the way, 235 of each catalog, every single of 16 available catalogs per minute, is gonna give you 1K SPM if you're using the best available recipes. I have calculated that. So, FYI. Are we good here? Yeah, we just need to... let's bring the uranium. By the way, let's see. Is the rocket coming back in? So, there is no more stuff inside the landing pad. So now the rocket should be free to come. Let's see where it's at. Oh, it's coming. It's coming with a bunch of stuff. I think... Where is uranium? Where is uranium? Are we not asking for uranium? No, it's here. No, uranium is in. Oh, it's just a connection problem. Oh, it's a belt direction problem. It was just a belt orientation problem. That's all. Okay. That's good. That's good. I like easy problems. Okay, let's put everything in. Do we need to have more than 2 inserters? No, we don't. And oh, they have a feedback loop. There is biomass production. And do you have any feedback loop? No, you don't. So we need to pump the biomass out and back into here. and this is gonna happen here. So let's put it out, filter it out, significant biomass. Easy problems are nice when it's a change, yeah. just because most problems require you to spend time fixing them, easy ones are like, ah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about these ones. How should we do it? I think an easy solution would be to do. Okay, let me. Let's do. Oh, let's do it like this. Symmetry. Pom pom. Just like that. And this is gonna input priority from the left. The significant data from here is gonna get out. This is gonna be the science. Is gonna get out back in the middle. However, one thing to note is that again, they. Okay, perfect. It's perfect. So basically, the idea is that inserters always take like on the belt there are two lanes, right? There is like top lane and left and bottom lane on the same belt, and the inserters always take from the one which is closest to them, and the evacuation is going on the opposite on here on the top lane, which is continuing here and is becoming a bottom lane of the input belt, which is going to be the same half lane from which inserters are taking the biomass, and that's important to notice. Question: using your chest balancer combinator latch, chest balancing combinator latch, chest balancing. Which one? The thing is, the slash balance only to one side. Ah, you mean the where I use where I use balancing at all everywhere? Yeah, it balances only to one side. Is it possible to balance two ways with the same combinator, or do I have to set two combinators for it? It's not possible to balance with the same combinator. So if you really want to balance it onto two directions, you need to set some advanced balancing, and it's really hard. It's really hard because you don't want to have to be in a state where the inserters are working non-stop because like they insert 10, so you have I mean, they overshoot the cap, right? And then the other inserter takes it back and it overshoots the cap again, so they work non-stop. It's really hard to balance. So I recommend against balancing both sides, and I just recommend to always put into the inserter from which you are balancing and draw from the inserter to which you are balancing. If you respect the rule, you don't need to balance both ways, if that makes sense. And that's how I have been doing it everywhere. Like if you look at any station, because the trains are go by two, like they are balancing from here to here, and just make sure that you at least take from all the chests at the same time, and you input from the one to the one from which you are balancing. Just respect the rule, and it's gonna be fine. For fluids, it's not. You mean for fluids? I think someone has linked had linked a balancer for fluids to two ways, which was working. But again, I prefer respecting the rule over the complexity of a two-way balancer. But as a challenge, sounds fun. Sounds like fun. Actually, been surprised at how easy or hard it is to fix something is part of the fun. True. First question is like, oh my god, how am I gonna fix it? And it is fun. It is fun, as long as we're not talking about making things work with computer that should take 5 seconds. Oh god, what was that? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Do they also? What? There is a feedback loop of processing units. I have missed that. I have missed that completely. And that's another thing to look, another problem. And that's a bit of a pain because we need to empty a belt completely. Not if I'm using 8 tanker train stations. Yeah, when first you need to figure out if your problem is really the fixing problem, because it could be an XY problem. How can I do? I think if you do it like up, it should be a filter with the right, with this on the right. There is a notion called an XY problem, and basically sometimes the problem is not the one you think it is. Basically, that's what it means. Maybe you are solving the wrong problem if you are, for example, having too hard of a time finding a solution. Hello, Motorax. Welcome to the stream. Balancing in one way is good enough for this. Don't worry. I was just curious if two-way balancing is possible. It is possible. Like the answer to the question is anything Factorio possible? Usually yes. It is possible, and it's a nice challenge to come up with it. And it's not only possible. Someone, I don't remember who, at some point has linked a blueprint of his balancing. What? There's a contamination of both sides. Oh, come on. Hold on a second. Let me fix the other side. This belt, for some reason, bottom... Oh yeah, it's the significant biomass. Significant biomass as well is something that needs to get a balancing. Okay. Significant biomass. Well, that's the challenge. That's the challenge of bioscience. Like for me, the main challenge is all these feedback loops. This one, however, is where we need to be careful. Like we are always outputting on the opposite side, so the opposite side is becoming the bottom side here. But the inserters always draw from the one which is closest to them. So what we need to do here is to actually do something like this. We change the lanes. We make sure that it's the top one which is being inputted into, and only now we inject it with priority. So it's getting taken from this side. This is the important thing. Hello. Hello. Hope you are enjoying bioscience. Hope you are enjoying watching me suffering through all the bioscience problems. Let's do it like this. It's more pretty. Okay. Are we good? Are we good here? Oh. As you can see here, the blue circuit needs the same treatment. We need to output it on the bottom lane. Oh, what? What's this? Oh no, okay. Okay, so I saw spaces in between them, and I thought for some reason it was junk data card, and I was like, oh my god, another contamination. But it's fine. Junk data card is evacuated first, then we take out the blue circuits, and then the biomass. Junk and biomass, junk and blue circuits, and all the storage should have been taken out. Okay, good. Now let's just decontaminate the belt. Man, the inertia. I think, yeah, let's empty everything. We don't need until we see no more blue. Be it the biomass or be it the circuits. And of course. Okay, I'm not gonna even try to to bring them to where they belong. Let me just shoot them. The contamination is real. It has been working all the way. Oh, Revan, sorry. Revan is an activist against shooting unused materials, unused stuff. But it's too much. It's too much. Okay, like, you know, I would have tried to input them or just hold them if they were if they had a stack size other than 5, because trying to trying to put back stuff with a small stack size is a pain. It's a pain. Let me also input these cards. The cards, I'm not treating them because cards are a result of a hard work, so it needs to be. It needs to be preserved. Processing units, we can just put them back into the chest. The processing unit can, especially considering the fact that we don't have them anymore, we can put them back here. Let's just take a bit in the inventory. Uranium also could be going here. I mean, okay, I'm gonna take from it. I'm gonna try to put it where it belongs. Chest lives matter. Okay, just for you, I'm gonna try to distribute them. Oh, hey, it's working better than I thought. Chest lives matter. Okay. I have avoided the persecution, I believe. Okay. And I think we're good. These are... No, we're not good. The significant biomass is not connected. Yeah, that's all. That's all there is to it. Oh man. Oh no, okay, it's not this bot, it's this one. I was gonna say it's exactly where we can put the splitter, but it's actually not there. So... I mean, it's here. Let's do it like this. Yeah, let's do it like this, because this belt is dedicated for the blank data cards. Where are they? Ah, here. Perfect. And on that positive note, I announce you that we are officially... No, okay. Let me stop the announcement. Stop the announcement. Stop him. We need to pump in the regular biomass. This one? Oh yeah, this one. There's the belt, which is saved to go all the way up, and it's right here. And it should go here. No, it should go all the way here. However, unfortunately, we have a small problem here. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this and have space for this belt. It's a mix of a bus, a mix of a sushi. It's yeah, but it's functional. It's functional and it's still pretty. Let me see if... Okay, we don't have biomass. So what's going on with biomass? Oh? Biosludge? Oh? Is it not evacuating? We are full on biosludge? What? How is it possible? So we are inputting it here, and we are only inputting it... Yeah, everything is full on biosludge here. Basically, we're not using the biosludge. As you can see in the decomposition, we still have all this factory is a negative in biosludge. Whatever the ingredient is on the top right side here in this list is the ingredient which is required for the function for the factory to function. So because we see biosludge here, we know that this factory is negative on biosludge. And this is why there is a pump coming from the bottom, and the bottom is where we are bringing it in to this factory, which is only pumping in when there is less than 5,000 of biosludge in the tank. Everything else are the feedback loops of the factory. And we can see that despite that, the feedback loops make it so that it's full. And we can see that everything here is working. So the factory is working. It's negative on biosludge, but we are still full on biosludge. What gives? I mean, you can see sometimes it's getting free. Sometimes there is some space for biosludge, so these are able to kind of function, but not as not on their normal. What's the problem? I mean, these don't function, but these don't require biosludge. Let me check. What does not function, which is eating biosludge? What's eating biosludge here? Ingredients. We need to check biosludge heavy. Okay, so first of all, biocultures, but biocultures are used to produce biomasses. So at least these should be eating biosludge, no? Look at them go. You are missing experimental genetic data. It's this one. Oh, we're not producing enough of it. Experimental genetic. We actually have 2 belts of it. And despite the 2 belts, we're still not producing enough of it. Yeah, these are barely working because we aren't producing enough biochemical, biochemical, and biochemical is this one. For some reason, it's not outputting. Oh, no, hold on. Biochemical, yeah, we have biochemical and we have biochemical. Okay, I had forgotten to branch the second biochemical belt. Let's do it. It's right here. So yeah, that's the problem when most of the factories are only like 1 row, and for this one we have 2 rows. Would it be okay to just go straight here? Go straight here. I think it's okay. Because the consumption of catalogs, this is the belt which is going into the catalogs, and the catalogs consumption is handled by 1/2 properly. Like only half of these is enough, but they need chemical gel. Are we having issues with chemical gel? We are having issues. We don't have enough chemical gel. We need 33k per minute chemical gel. And we are not producing nearly as much, and that's because the refinery has only 1 machine producing chemical gel. How many machines, by the way, do we need if we wanted to produce it? We would need at least 5 machines just for the bioscience, and 170k petroleum gas per minute. Yeah, petroleum gas per minute would be a huge throughput issue, unless we put the pumps. Unless we put the pumps. And as we have determined, one single chain of entities which brings fluids from one place to another, one chain of entities, has a cap of about 50k fluid per minute. So in order to go beyond this cap of 50k fluid per minute, for example, if you have a chain of pipes, or if you have a chain of undergrounds, or like even the chain of advanced fluid handling, you are limited. You are limited by the liquid throughput. So in order to get beyond the chain, to have a better throughput, you need to use pumps. And the less entities you have between 2 consecutive pumps, the better the throughput. I made some personal testing on this base actually. If you want, guys, I can show you the testing process. I calculate basically the throughput of a liquid through a certain network. And what I have determined is that here you can see that for if you want to have 4 machines, 4 space manufacturers, we're going to be needing 170k petroleum gas a minute. And that's way above 50k, but that's a value which can be handled by a setup like this. Let me show you. If you have, just here for example, if you have one pump, and if you have two entities in between the pumps, like this. This setup, basically, if you only have two entities at all times between two pumps, you are handling 180 fluid per minute. If you have only one entity, like this, you are handling 360k per minute. And if you have let me show you something interesting. If you have a tank or any liquid storage which is higher than 200, you're getting the full throughput of 12,000 per second, 702,000 per minute. But the pipe has an internal capacity of 100. And one pump, if you divide 12,000 per second, if you divide 12,000 by 60, which is the amount of ticks in a second, you're gonna get 200. And 200 is basically the value, the amount of liquid items a pump is transferring per tick. But the space pipe or any other pipe in the game, any other small entity, only contains 100. So it can only get half of what the pipe of what the pump can transfer. This is why the throughput of this one is actually 360 fluid per minute, which is 6,000 per second, only half. And it gets divided by 2 again if you use two entities, like this, for example. Like, you are dropping down very sharply at the beginning, like when you increase the count of entities in between pumps. The throughput is dropping sharply, but it gets stabilized. It gets stabilized at around 50k. I have posted an image in the Discord, in my Discord, if you want to check it out, in under Factorio channel. My findings. So basically, what that means is that if you want to have a high throughput of petroleum here, we need to convert this chain of entities into a pump-based chain, basically. One problem is that the input, the input itself, is actually limiting. So we cannot really have a higher output because we don't even have a proper input of all the stuff. The limitation of the input, I think it's methane gas. Let me see. So here we have four facilities around one growth which is producing crude oil. However, not all 4 of them are working. And that is simply due to the fact that we don't receive the methane ice fast enough. Let me show you how we mine methane ice. Underground pump is quite usable with its 3,000 feet per second. Yep, exactly. Here, like 3,000 feet per second is 180 per minute, and that's almost exactly how I need of petroleum gas. Anything above that is too hard to set up, and often unnecessary. For example, one solution, one usage, if you want to use the full throughput, of your pumps, which is 12,000 per second, what you could do is to have a bus like this. Oh. If you do it like this, you can have a bus of a fluid which is going at full 12,000 a second, 720 a minute. And if you want to draw from it, you could do this. If you want to draw from it, you can just do this. This is the bus which continues towards the top, and you could draw from this like that. And here you have some factories. That would be the optimal like liquid throughput for the bus and draws from the factory. And that's facilitated by the fact that pumps can store up to 400. They have internal capacity of 400. So more than 200. So they transfer to each other at maximum speed. I made a tileable nuclear reactor with a water bus similar to that once. That's how there is no other way to get the highest one. I mean, there is a way. You can have a single entity which has more than 200 of internal capacity. For example, this would work as well. If you do this, it would work as well, right? But then you have too much storage in your bus, and maybe that's not very like this would work, right? This would work as well. It was a fun project, but just building it on a lake with holes for the offshore pumps is better. Yeah, true. Like more, just more pumps is better. But anyway, here the problem is not even the liquid throughput. The problem is methane ice throughput. And sorry, let me show you how we deliver ice. We deliver ice using the cannons. That's how we deliver it. And we do have ice. So the problem is actually the throughput of the cannons. Why this one's not firing? Oh, these are the ghosts. I had forgotten to put them. So we have basically 3 cannons which are firing, and that's not enough. That's far from enough. But that's okay. I'm not gonna fix any throughputs right now. We just want to make sure that the facility is working. Just want to make sure that the bioscience is being produced. I think I'm gonna fix throughputs after we have all the sciences. Because maybe we can use spaceships. The problem with methane ice is that it's in the asteroid belt, and a rocket which gets us there. I think on Novice I have a personal rocket just to go there manually. Sorry, Novice. Let me show you. There is a personal rocket which I used to travel to this location, and as you can see, it has 95% of landing chance. Less than 20. Every like 15 rockets. No, every 30 rockets maybe, or 25, whatever. Every 25 rockets, you're gonna crash. And it's really. It's not efficient. Asteroid belts are not efficient to go to the rockets, automation-wise. But we could use in spaceships. But I'd like to use spaceships after we unlock as much text for them as possible. And for that, we just need to set up the sciences. And I think we actually have. Let's check here. What's the missing one? I think we should be able to have at least a minimum amount of sciences. So why don't we have it at all? Like this has never worked. Not even once. This has never worked. Like, yeah, these are all significant biomasses. And you need a neutron gel, and neutron gel is the one which is also requiring petroleum, the chemical gel. The problem is the chemical gel. Like the whole problem of the biofacility is that we need way more chemical gel. Yeah, chemical gel is the issue here. Which is for now it's okay. So we have a bunch of each catalog, even though it's like only 18 of the tier 4. It's fine. From my experience, I choose to believe these are XCOM percentages. XCOM. Did you know that they skew percentages on lower difficulties? In XCOM, they actually increase chances of success more than what they seem, because people don't accept math. They accept numbers as feelings. Like if you have 95% of success, you mentally cannot process a failure, even though it's mathematically possible. And this is why the developers of XCOM on lower difficulties are tweaking the percentages. Here's the screenshot of the reactor. Let me check. Let me show you. done. I haven't prepared a scene for the browser. This. Yeah, you just left some holes and tried to optimize the to have a lot of pumps. But you have only one row for the steam. Ah no, you are okay. You have one connected row for the steam, but you are feeding from different parts. And you have a chain of pumps for the max throughput. Yeah. Nice. Sounds like trying to deal with liquid throughput is a really nice challenge. Is a really nice challenge. That's because the success failure is so black and white, and 95% implies trivial difficulty. Yep, that's exactly that. Like, the Grace band from Long War 2 helps with that. More shots upgraded, downgraded to from Grace hit crit. Yep, Grace is really nice. It's not exactly failure, but it's acceptable. Did you know that human beings, like normally human beings, that humans find a game fair when they win 2 times out of 3? Like, feelings are not exactly are often not what math implies. By looking at this, I'm so glad I'm using waterfill mod. Cheater. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it makes it easier to manage water holes. So in summary, I think bioscience is officially done. After we fix the throughputs, the bioscience block is done. Actually, I'm realizing that I have taken, maybe I have, like, this is the vertical space which was dedicated to the bioscience. Horizontally, it can be scaled. In the future, if we need more of it, we can scale it horizontally. It's no problem. But vertically, I left like a finite space in between the rails. But I think it has been an overkill, which is fine. Having an overkill is better than underkill. So next one is gonna be the energy science. Cheater says the advanced lieutenant mod user. Yeah, it's completely. I'm completely self-conscious about my personal quality of life, quote unquote. Yeah. Conversely, I feel robbed in a different way when I should be dead and the enemy miraculously whiffs everything. Yeah. I mean, if you're a Factorio player, you are fine with the cold truth of math, right? But many people are not fine with that. Okay, let's get straight into material science. Let's not wait any longer, and let's go into material science. I want to rush all these sciences. Speedrunning the sciences. And one nice thing about these is that we don't really need a lot of intermediate facilities. Like, if you compare with bioscience, like, look at this intermediate stuff you need. And even if you compare with astronomic science, like, you need all of the observation frames, you need the mirrors, and stuff, like a lot of intermediate stuff. But for material, it's mostly particle streams, plasma and ion, and space platform plating, I think, for one of the cards. And the locomotive, which comes out of nowhere. I mean, actually, yeah, we need like storage tanks. I haven't decomposed that. But I think these don't require decomposition, because we can be building them in place. Like, in front of the cards, we can be building like storage tanks in an assembler, because they don't benefit from productivity models anyways. Concrete does benefit from productivity. Yeah, this is being delivered. Yeah, these are also being delivered. Like, they require a lot of intermediate recipes, which we are already supposedly making on Novice, and this is why they don't appear here. It doesn't come out of nowhere. It's lovingly crafted for the purpose of being smashed into a wall. True. Like the whole purpose. I'm like if you look at the name of the card, it's impact shielding data. You are testing how your shielding works against locomotive impacts. Like just imagining behind the wording here is really nice. And the fact that it produces 14,000 of scrap per minute, like you're testing your locomotives. Find a way to look at the icon in more detail. It's the locomotive. Is the locomotive and this is the wall? I haven't even. Let me see if we can zoom it. I'm not sure if we can zoom it, but now that you're talking about it, I do see a locomotive, and I do see a wall. Make the icon on the map with a tag. Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah, and there's an arrow. Like, there's a locomotive, and there's an arrow pointing towards the wall. Let's test. At this point, you're not testing the wall, you're testing how good are your locomotives, or how bad they are. That's nice. That's nice. So what do you, in this recipe, what do you think girders are used for? Like rails? Or the wall itself? Iridium may be the wall, so the wall is made out of iridium. And you have girders for like some, I don't know, or frames or rails. That's funny. So yeah, we need to be making space platform scaffolding. Again, look at the number, 235, 235. And that means that they are converted 1-to-1 for some data. 1-to-1. Oh, this one is really nice. It needs a lot of stuff. Okay, let's grab the facilities and let's be going. By the way, can we produce streams in one location? Like all the streams produced in one place? Actually, hold on. I mean, we could, yeah, the numbers are really low. But what I'm seeing is that like the red stream is only used for one card. Blue stream is only used for one card, and yellow stream is only used for one card and for the other streams. So we might as well place the stream production facilities right behind the cards. Or in front of them, or something. Or we can just place them on the right-hand side and not worry about it. But putting them on a bus is weird because they're only needed in one place. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with having them in front of the factories. Okay. Let's get the stuff. Oh, we have a lot of rails. Let's get rid of these. The chest. By the way, guys, may I recommend Space Exploration? It's called SC Space Trains mod. For those who don't know, it's not a mod. It's not an official mod of Space Exploration, but it adds a nice space style trains like this. They're a bit faster than vanilla, they accelerate faster, but they have an additional challenge of managing the fuel, because the fuel is the space train power packs. You need to produce uncharged power packs, you need to charge them, and you need to recharge them. It's your eco-friendly solution. Instead of burning fuel, you're using electricity trains. I think it's a nice push towards how things should work in real life. Let's use more electric stuff and let's protect our planet. Yay! It's really nice. Like the challenge is to recharge the packs, and sometimes during the recharge they can break, so you need to recycle the broken ones into uncharged ones. So it's a whole logistics challenge, but as a reward you have faster trains, and they look close to the design of space exploration in general. like futuristic stuff. You have cargo wagons and you have fluid wagons. So yeah, if you want to try it, but I know some people are preferring vanilla stuff. I'm gonna shoot some. I'm sorry, Revan, but this is like the very small amounts of biomass and whatnot. So I'm just gonna shoot them here, and also some white deconstruction planners. Even yeah, it's like nothing. It's very small amounts of just walls, also unnecessary. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Okay. What just happened? What was that noise? What happened? Something exploded. Let's check the buildings. Let's start with the buildings. So we need a bunch of computers. I think 25 times 2 is gonna be good enough. How dare you? What? What happened? Where are they? Oh, they're hidden. Computers are hidden. Oh no, it was these which were hidden. By the way, do we need cooling? Yeah, we need cooling. How much cooling do we need? Let's see. Super cooled. Super recipe. Cold. Super recipe. And cool. Super recipe. Providing the hot. 7k, 17k, it's nothing. Nothing that cannot go, like, now that I have counted the throughput, like, whenever it's below 50k, I'm not worried. Like, one single belt is gonna handle all of this. So we need 3 hypercoolers and, like, 20 of the basic ones. 3 hypercoolers. 2 and 1, and maybe... We have 30 supercomputers. Is it gonna be enough? 30. 23. Nah, it's not gonna be enough. Let me grab some more. Actually, I don't even know where they are, so let me just change here by grabbing 45. I'm looking for the... These, yeah, 50 is okay. I wish there was a summary of the amount of machines which are needed. But let's estimate. Okay, 3, 5, and 7, 14, 12, 12, 5 and 7, 12, and 7 again, 19 of thermodynamics. Let's pick 20. This is laser. Thermodynamics. 20. Now, particle colliders. 4. 4. Cool. Only 4. Maybe we should go by machine, like, so we don't have to search for them. Like, for example, mechanical facilities. How many do we need? A lot. We need 7 plus 4, 11 plus 6, 17, plus 7, 24, plus 7, 31, plus 14, 50, 55? 55, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more stacks. And that's a bit of a pain. Let's find the particle colliders. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 electromagnetics. Yup, only 7. 1, 7, perfect. 7 radiation. They should be on the left somewhere, because they have been built. Particle colliders are taken. Radiation. 5 and... Oh, I had 5 in the inventory for some reason. 7 of these. Assembling machines, yeah, they are the same. Could be built in space with these ones. Yeah, same. Plasma generators, we need 6. 6 plasma generators, and I have seen them here. 5 and 1. Taken before it increased. And I think we're good. I think this is gonna give us already enough of... Oh, 2 particle accelerators. 2 particle accelerators. Energy science is gonna be last. If only there was a way to get to automatically get the items. Problem is, like, it would be a temporary setup, right? And like you would have to find them in the list and set the number. I feel like it would be the same the same, like it would take the same amount of time to grab them manually, like temporarily set the request. Nice sarcasm, by the way. Okay, we are good. We are good. Oh, and most importantly, space platform scaffolding and some rails for the... Oh, look, the rocket has arrived. Sushi. Rails. Rails? A bunch of rails. Let's discard a stack of 1 before it gets shot. We have signals, we have stations, and let's just grab these and go. So, good part about having set up 2 other sciences is that we have blueprints. We could copy paste from any of them to get like train stations, and for the rockets I think I'm gonna manually place the silo, because it's not exactly blueprintable. It depends on which kind of items is necessary. I mean, some parts could be blueprintable still. Okay, and here we are. So, one thing to note is that the astro science and this future material science are oriented towards the bottom. There is like a rail, the rail line, and we are exiting towards the bottom. So we can copy paste from the bottom one, because for this case we are exiting towards the top. So I had to like manually remake the parts. And here we can just do this. Do we have intersection? Yeah, we have the intersection. We can just do this. Oh, and we don't have any radar here, so we cannot really copy without a radar. But we can just do this. And even go as far as... We could go further, but let's first go up to 4 of these. Oh, we could also use the buildings and whatnot. I did Control-C, so I need to shift in order to be able to copy it with tiles and even train stop names. It's gonna be faster. So now this is done. We can just paste it with Shift first. And because these are providers, we don't need to worry about train station names. Because if they were receivers, a train would immediately be heading this way already in order to deliver stuff. Okay, and now paste without shift. And it's all it needs is adjusting is the adjustment of the names here. So this is the material science 1. Yeah, the first one on the left. Yeah, it goes from left to right. Oh, hold on, this one. Yeah. No. Material science 2. Did I just paste? No, perfect. Material science 3. There's no way to automate that, unfortunately. Train stop names. And material science 4. I wish there was a like, when you paste a blueprint, there would be like a upgrade planner of what kind of item you want to rename. But it's weird because the item could appear in the train stop name. It could appear as a condition of a combinator. Not sure if it's possible, but it's not that hard to manually do it. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, good. So this is we don't need to adjust anything here. We really don't. And let's see here what we need as items from the base. So we need all the liquids first. We need lubricant, chemical gel. Haha, even more chemical gel. Cosmic water. Cosmic water? Oh, there is a card which uses cosmic water. Okay. Cryonite slush and thermofluid. So basically 5 liquids, which are the same as, almost the same as others, I think. Hey, Motorax, thank you for following. Hope you're enjoying the base. The space city, as someone said. It's a space city. And imagine in the future there are going to be spaceships flying all over the place. Can't wait. So here we can copy these 3. Thank you for following. Yeah, just like that, just like that. No need for anything. Oh, sorry, I should have copied them with tiles. Same mistakes again. Let's also copy them with like some train stations afterwards, so we can properly place these. Lubricant. It does make sense for material stuff. Tiles and train stop names, because the deliveries can already be. Oh, did I copy the snapped version? Or did I check the snap? Yeah, I checked it. Okay. So shift click. And normal click. And the trains should be on their way as soon as we connect the electricity. Which is really nice. Like, for example, like the networks. No path. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, this hasn't been built. Okay, now there is a path, and the trains are coming. You can see 2 of them are already coming. So the way it's being built is we are setting the train limit. And one nice thing about it is because without electricity the combinators don't work. And so the train limit by default is null, basically it's 0. So if you want to work without having trains coming, you can be using this fact. Just don't power it, and there's gonna be no problem. Just connect these for them to look, to look better. Okay. Let's put the signals as well. So we have lubricant, cryo, and thermo. We need chemical gel and cosmic water. And we can take these from here. Well, but of course we don't have any chemical gel. Of course, this one, yeah. Now that we have copied the stations, we can just do this. Tiles, train stop names, no train fuel, and this is unnecessary. And let's put it. Oh, we shouldn't be copying from this one because the orientation is different. We should be copying from this one. And unfortunately, our one is lacking, but it's fine. We could just rename it. So this is for the chemical gel, and we can be making another one, and we can be copying the chemical gel itself Because there is no risk that the trains comes in, because we don't have any chemical gel at all. So we can be copying. Normally, a dangerous operation is doable right now, simply because we don't have enough providers, and it's also unpowered, so it's a second insurance basically that the train is not gonna come while we are reconfiguring it. So we need cosmic water. Okay, cosmic water, minus 120k of cosmic water. That's the buffer of how much we want to have at this station, and cosmic water here as well. And as soon as we connect the power again, the train should be on its way. Yep, you can see they're heading here. Okay, all of this is good. Do we need anything else from the factory? Yes, we need blank data cards. We do need blank data cards. So let me copy blank data cards from here. We are producing blank data cards at a separate facility in space. Train stop names, again, very nice when you have done it once. Okay, and the train should be coming yet again. Yep. How many do we need? 3.7k? That's 2 belts. We don't need 4. And look at the trains, like the space trains, how they are. Oh, we managed to snatch one chemical gel train. I think chemical gel, like right now, it's working off a single, as shown earlier, it's working off a single space manufactory, and we could snatch it from from the real requirement, which is bioscience, and it came all the way here. Okay, now let's landfill below. We could start here, and let's plan. Should we be planning already using the belts? Yeah, I think we need a bunch of stuff. First of all, let me place a chest here and place all the buildings so we don't have them in the inventory. These. Hypercoolers, let's have 2 supercomputers on us, because they're part of the logistics demand. And that's it. Let me go back, grab some more landfill, and also let's grab some already some of this of the landing pad. I think we have 1 landing pad at Novice. I don't think we're producing them at the mall. Not in orbit. We're producing them at the mall in at Novice. Do we need more rails? No, we don't. So yeah, we don't need to deliver anything else via the trains. And all of this doesn't have to be productivity modeled, all of this. So many of these items could be produced in place. Let's actually decompose those we are going to be producing in place, so we get the initial resources. No, multi-cylinder engines, we have to send them. Explosives, yeah, explosives we need to send them as well, which is fine. That's a lot. That's like 2 belts. About 2 belts. How many stacks? 4,000. 4,000 is like 80 stacks of 50. Man, the explosives are gonna take like 25%, 20% of the rocket already. Like 25% of the rocket are gonna be explosives all the way. But I still think that all these are able to be handled by 1 single rocket, except for material testing packs. These are gonna go in a separate one. But all these should be okay. Yeah, it's fine. So let's grab some more. Yeah, there was one landing pad here. I remember seeing that one. And can we build another one? Since we're here already. Yeah, let's build a second one. Let's build a second one. 1,000 concrete and 1,000 steel. And concrete. Man, the concrete is... we don't have enough concrete. It's a concrete problem. How much concrete are we asking for? We are asking for 2,000 concrete. That's nothing. 2,000 is like two lines. Let's ask for like 5,000. Half a chest. Okay, and grab the remaining space platforms. Oh yeah, we can build the silo. Oh, I think we can. There are radars here. Oh, hold on. I don't have space. Radars. We can grab. Let's have a stack of 50, and let's build the silo. The pad. Okay. Okay. And the reason why material science is here is because it's the closest spot of all to the recycling facility. This on the left, you can see a facility for recycling everything. It has a bunch of recyclers to convert scrap into ores, and a bunch of other recyclers to convert broken data cards into scrap. And ores are being sent to Novice using these rockets, and there are a lot of trains delivering all the scrap. You can see the train requesters. And a lot of trains in the stackers waiting for a scrap to appear in the network. And to rush, take it in, and get rid of it. For some reason, creating recycling facilities and like repurposing, basically the cleaning facilities makes me feel really good. I really enjoy making recycling stuff. Because basically when you do that, you feel relieved. You feel relieved that like all of this is being taken care of. Yeah, it's the opposite of cleaning in real life. Cleaning in real life is a chore, but in space exploration, in Factorio in general, it's I find it enjoyable to make cleanup facilities. Okay, so here the idea. The idea is that we have a rocket with all the items. The rocket is kind of here for others. Yeah, we can have it here. Here up, wherever. Let's have the rocket with all the items. And then, let's have a rocket with material testing packs. Let's have them. Not sure how far we want them to be spaced from one another. And what should be your name? How did we name you? X Bioscience Novice Delivery. Perfect. X is for the space base, you know, alien stuff, X-Files, etc., etc. Material Science Novice Delivery 1, right? Bioscience Novice Delivery 1, yes. And let's copy that and paste it. Material Science Novice Delivery test packs 1. They're looking similar. No material science. Okay, Novice Delivery is unnecessary. Test packs 1. Yeah, I suck at names. Okay. So 7.5k items per minute means 3 belts. 5.4 plus 2.7. We are at 8.1. Yeah, 3 belts. Exactly 3 belts. However, these need to be stored in some chests as a buffer. Okay, before doing storages for these, let's do storages for these. So here, what are the items, like what are the most required items? Iridium plates, I'm seeing iridium plates. I'm seeing steel, I'm seeing iron. Iron, steel, and iridium plates, 11,000 iron. Divided by 100. 100 slots. Yeah, 100 slots of iron, 100 slots of explosives. That's a lot of slots in the rocket already. Like half, but everything else is, and 20 slots of steel. Yeah, everything else is not... Oh, hold on, iridium is only 40. So 120 divided by 40 is 30 slots. It's okay. I'm basically trying to estimate how many rockets per minute are going to be necessary to deliver all this sushi mess. All the sushi mess. But I think we are managing to have less than 1 rocket per minute, as it stands right now. I think. Do you need a station name? Oh, yeah. Revan is an expert of finding really nice names. But I'd like to keep it a bit organized right now, so I'm copy pasting the names. But maybe. Oh. Umbrella Corporation for the Bioscience Facility is Revan's idea. Umbrella Corp. Let's move this one at the top so it doesn't interfere. And let's see. So the idea is you can always post some ideas and can try to pick it. can try to pick good ones from them. We can vote if there are several ideas. So how did I do it here? Basically, the point is that we have a bunch of chests. We have a bunch of chests which are able to store a lot of excess of items. What is that moving mod? Does it work with circuits? A moving mod? Ah, this one. It's called. Hold on, let me get the name right. It's called Picker Dollies. Picker Dollies. It's part of the Picker suit. Picker mod suit. Let me type it in chat. And yes, it works with mods. It works with everything. How about Max Planck Institute or Helmholtz Center? Both are famous German material research labs. Ah, Picker Dollies. Everyone loves Picker Dollies. Yeah, once you get used to them, it's really nice. It allows you to move like connected combinators without having to disconnect them. For example, look at this, and it doesn't let you move it if you can't. If you stretch the wire too far or any other reason, it's really convenient. Love me some Picker Dollies. Man, plenty of Picker Dollies fans. I wish a day will come where we can see as much fans of advanced fluid handling. Combinator Tetris, true. Yeah, Max Planck Institute, Helmholtz Center. I think that's maybe too specific. Only German people would know about them, right? Mostly. Pipe Heaven, yeah. I'm a huge fan of advanced fluid handling. As no one has noticed. Okay, so the idea is to have the chests. Did I use inserters or did I use here is a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess, but it's for the best. I'm a huge fan of the AC pipes. Better than vanilla. I do agree they are better than vanilla. And actually, some of them are really, really nice because they fit very nicely the... For example, here, you can see I'm using these AC pipes 3 with thermal radiators. And I think they are really, really nice for this kind of build because they combine several functions in one. Like for a single entity, which takes 3 by 1, you have 2 outputs, and you also have output on the sides. You have basically four outputs. So not only you can connect to the machines, but you can also like continue them to the right or left. And with advanced fluid handling, you couldn't do that because with advanced fluid handling, you can have only one output from the underground. So this is the case where they beat fluid handling. Whenever you need to connect to both sides and continue the row, that's really convenient. Running them right next to each other is awesome too. And 15 tile pipes is only a single pipe is sweet for throughput. Yep. But still, it's if you have more than like 10 pipes, whether you have 10 or whether you have 50 is almost the same. By the way, let me show you. Let me bring the image. I have plotted the data. This data have been plotted. Let me attach a Discord scene. Can you see? It's from the Discord. I have plotted the data. Basically, on the horizontal line here, you can see numbers which represent the amount of entities between two pumps. And on the Y ordinates, you can see the throughput. And you can see after 1 and 2 and 4 entities how quickly the throughput drops. The throughput here is in seconds, amount per second. And like then it's almost horizontal. Like whether you use 10 here or you use like 30, it's very, very close. It drops sharply after like 1, 2, 4, 6. Like even after 4, I would say all of these are kind of under the 2500 per second. And then you can use like 100 or 200. The line is not gonna like drop too low. So yeah, unless you use very few entities between pumps, or you can use like 100, it's gonna be almost similar. I have tested it manually. We have a testing playground, by the way, on this map. Let me show you. We have a testing playground. Here, the measurements facility. I mean, like basically, there is a liquid on this left-hand side, and we measure the amount of ticks which elapse between when these tanks become empty and these tanks become full. So I have set up various testing patterns, for example, like this, or even longer, or like only 4 entities like this, to plot the data. Are you really consuming 1000 per second somewhere though? More than 60,000 per minute. Yep. If you check, let me show you the bioscience. If you check the bioscience, look at the, for example, nutrient gel. Look at the nutrient gel. How much nutrient gel is required per minute? Let me check. Let me change it into per second. 2,469 per second of nutrient gel required. I think there was another big number. Let me remove this one. Yeah, nutrient gel is the highest one. But biomass, if you sum up everything, like the biomass, if you sum up, for example, like 370 here, 500, 300, 1000 here, like if you have one pipe for biomass, you also can see that is going higher. So 1000 per second is definitely not enough for this build, for this bioscience build. The Materials Science Laboratory, MSL of the European Space Agency, is a payload on board the International Space Station for materials science experiments in low gravity. Name is kind of unspectacular. True, it's named practically, right? We shall see. How about there is also in a facility in America where they used to test various components of James Webb Space Telescope. They used there's a lot of testing went there. For example, they cooled, they almost in cryo conditions, like very close to 0 Kelvin. They have cooled just to test how stuff would work in conditions similar to space. They have a bunch of testing facilities there. It's called I don't know. There's like one center. Which is really nice. When I watched a video about that, and basically it's really nicely put. All the work, all the theoretical and practical work that went into testing that thing. How high does the mod make it? Because 2000 is only 3 pipes if you're trying to run everything through a single. 2000 is only 3 pipes. 2000 is yeah, it's about 3 pipes, yeah. The mod doesn't change anything. The mod is the same. If you're talking about advanced fluid handling, it's like having this chain is almost the same as having 4 like entities. Not almost. This is 4 entities. Each of them has 100 of internal capacity. 4 pipes drop you under 2000. Yep, and this is why I have not used 4 pipes. Let me show you how it works. Basically, for the neutron gel, which is the highest, I always pump in between. I pump it actually 2 times. There's like a single chain of pipes. This is actually not very well designed, but there is like 2 outputs from each. One is a single chain, and the second one is 3 entities between each pump. So these put them into tanks, and this output is actually this output is a bit special. And all the lanes here on the lanes of fluid, you can see I went with pump, underground pump, and that guarantees for the 180 k per minute, 3000 per second. Hey Faustus, how are you doing today? I went everywhere with 2 entities between 2 pumps. And I'm drawing like this. Put 1 entity, draw, and then continue. You could still go further with pump, 15 pipe pump. True. If you use pump, 15 pipe pump, you're gonna be having 1 entity, and that's gonna bring you to 6000 per second, theoretically. 1 entity with 1 entity with 100 internal capacity, you're at 6000 per second. You could go further, but the reason why I didn't go full on throughput is simply because I have estimated the values, and I have noticed that having only 2 entities is gonna be more than enough. Like here we need 150k, and 2 entities between 2 pumps is giving us 180, so it's more than enough. If you go that route, you might as well link pumps. Yep, if you want to have maximum capacity, then you link pumps and you are having 720 per minute. 720k. But again, it's not necessary. I went for a middle ground. Because of the numbers. It's not too high, but it's not low enough for a single chain, right? So I went for a middle ground, which allowed me to use not so many pumps, but still to have a capacity high enough. To have a throughput high enough to manage all this mess. The benefit of the blasphemy pipes is the flexibility of underground, so you can run belts between. True. You could with this solution actually I could have been running belts, but fortunately I have left enough space in the middle, so we have like belts and pumps. And for these are single chains because the throughput for these is not very high. So everything has been calculated normally. After we plug in the factory and fix all the input issues, it should all be working properly. Too many pumps can be bad for UPS. Is it worse than having entities? Maybe yes, because I remember they made some... the Factorio developers have made some improvements to how the entities behave. The fluid throughput behave in a single linked entity. Similar as they did for the belts, I think, at some point. The biggest OP of the blasphemy pipes is the cursed long underground. Blasphemy pipes. You mean the godly pipes, the gift of gods. This is truly, it's truly a gift of gods. And this is pretty long. But funny thing, these ones are longer. They're two times longer for some reason. GMS, any chance you can show me what the red circuit build looks like? Trying to reproduce it. Oh sure. It's actually I'm not very proud of it. I'm not exactly proud of it. It was one of the first ones. So it looks like this. You can see it was done quite early. We didn't even have the big beacons. So I did it like this. I can even send you a blueprint if you want to look into it more in details. It has been I tried to I calculated the requirement, like one assembling machine of green ones for 4 red ones, and one of these was enough for for all of these. Basically, yeah, it's just ratios and direct insertion when possible, or underground belts when I mean the mini loaders and whatnot. Let me know if you want the blueprint to look into that. Illegal undergrounds. Undergrounds are 5. They're post-blasphemous. Man, this is like imagine you're able to do this. Like you can make a what's the word? I forgot the word. I don't have good words to describe the magnificency of these. I'm planning my next run, and that was the first build I helped you out on. Yeah, true. Remember. I remember. Thank you for that. That was nice. Please stop. Okay. I won't stop until you download the mod. You're gonna be first into that. Man, all of my audience is gonna soon hate this mod more than they should. All of you guys are gonna hate advanced fluid handling unless you already love it. So there's not gonna be any gray area, only lovers or haters. Let me focus a bit on the amount of belts. So how many iron? Okay, this is material, energy. How many iron belts? So we need, here is 5 belts. This is 5 belts. Or is it 4? 4 belts? No, 4 belts is 10.8. Seriously? 10.8? And we need 11? Never underkill, always overkill. A rule of thumb. And by that rule, I shall abide. Okay, next big item. I think we can go with I mean, steel is like steel 1 belt. It's still 1 belt of steel. Gonna make one modification, which is to add another red output lane in the middle with splitters throughout to even the lanes. Makes it more pastable. Oh yeah, definitely. This factory is not something I'm truly proud of. It was the first of the train factories. Back to work for me anyways. Enjoy your satanic pipes and stream. Thank you for passing by, and good luck with your work. Satanic pipes. Yeah, explosives are also big. Okay, let's make a second one explosives. Let's have them by their size. I think explosives is the biggest one. Unfortunately, we cannot order by amount per minute. This is separate. This is separate. So yeah, explosives and then iridium plates and like steel and iridium plates. They are fine. We can actually we don't need big chests for others. And when you get to big beacons, it saves enough space for them. Yeah, that's true. Like the design, we need to adjust the design for big beacons anyways. $4.7K. How many? I made the calculation. 5,000 of 5,000 of them is 100. Oh, hold on. 5,000 a minute. 5,000 a minute. How many slots? Divided by 50. 100 slots. 100 slots. And these have 500 slots. I mean, we could be using smaller ones. We could be using smaller ones for 100 slots. You could be using 4x4, for example. Or even, nah, let's use... Yeah, let me grab some concrete. And before going there, let me also put this back in a chest. So I can bring more. I'm gonna grab some concrete and build some of the smaller storage chests. Oh, we have we actually have 5. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's actually okay. No need to go back. Okay, the idea here. Let me explain what I'm doing. The idea is that we output every single item from the rockets, but we need to store them in some chests. And I don't want to have big chests everywhere. I want to have the proper chests. If we don't have much items, we don't need to use big chests, basically. So the iron one requires a lot of a big chest, at least. The iron is the one which is the most necessary. Second most necessary is explosives, excluding these two. So explosives is about 5,000 a minute, and 5,000 a minute requires a chest which has 100 rows, and we always try to go double. Wait. No, wait. Wait. Double? So basically, hold on. This is how many slots? This is 100 slots. Yeah, both of them are 100 slots, because this is 100 stack and this is 50 stack. So they should both they should all be they should all use the same big chest. Okay, this is good. Now, for the next one is steel. So it's 20 stacks per minute. And 20 stacks per minute is nothing too crazy, so we can be using a small strong box here. So we need like 2 rows of steel per minute. So if we have 2 of them, it's gonna be good enough. And 1 single belt here. So you are explosives, and you are steel. And it's 2,000 a second, so we don't need too much. Then next on the list is gonna be iridium plates, I believe, and these go by stack of 40. So how many slots? 30 slots. Again, 30 slots is 3 rows, and again this kind of size is gonna be good enough. And perfect, iridium plates. Now, I think after that we only have small chests. Yeah, nothing crazy, like plastic, girders, bearings, glass, concrete. For these we can be using the very small steel chests. I'm not gonna count yet how many we need, but we shall see. Can we make some of these? Yeah, We need filters. Let's go in order. So copper plates. Beryllium, holmium, plastic. Beryllium. Holmium. Plastic. Glass, I think. Yeah, girder, uranium, bearing. Let's have girder and bearing, like all the special items last. So glass, uranium, concrete. Uranium, concrete. Sand? No sand. it's gonna be stone, and we shall process stone directly. I don't care about productivity in this case. It's required. So little bit is required, so it's fine. We should. Yeah, I should grab more of these. Okay. Stone. Heat shielding, low density structures. Yeah, these are also items that we are sending, and it's fine. Heat shielding, low density structures. Gears, electronic circuits, multi-circuit cylinder engines. Hold on, what was the... Ah, yeah. We got to intermediate ones. Hoping is gonna be enough. LDS. Green circuits. Multi-cylinder engine. And now we get into special items. So heavy girders and bearings. Girders. Where are they? Did I not research them? Did I not research the bearings? I did not. But we can. In a second. And we can also research the tier 3. Bearings and what? And I think it's done, no? Done. Okay. Do we have everything? How many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Which one is missing? Oh, iron gear wheel. Iron gear wheel is missing. Let me put you somewhere here. Okay. Now all we need to do is to pipe them. And I'm gonna run out of mini loaders. Oh. This. And belts and everything. Let's go back to the mall. We need to take a lot of belts. They are gonna be required. I think right off the bat we can do the 3 tiers of material science. And for the 4th one, we are gonna be needing to build the last intermediate item. And so go to novice, build the item after we finish researching the tier 3. And that's how it went with all of the previous sciences. And for the I have kept energy for the last one for 2 reasons. First reason is that we already have tier 3 here, so it's gonna be easiest one because we don't need to like take anything special between tier 3 and 4. And the second reason why I went with energy last is because we need to colonize we need to colonize our sun's orbit in order to to get the last science. So I left it for the end. Okay, transport belts. What did we need? Yeah, let's grab some more of these mini loaders. Build some of these, and we can finish grabbing the remaining scaffolding. Okay. Just downloaded advanced fleet handling. Gonna play with it, man. You are in for the joy of your life. You are in for a treat. Hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy. One of us. You sold me. Ah. I'm happy that the sect grows. The sect of advanced fleet handling enjoyers. Okay, and here we have these. Can we do it like this? Yeah, I think we can. But then it's gonna be harder and harder. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do it anyway. So instead of doing this, let me do them like this, and let's have a small like intermission. Not sure how to call it. Like this, and okay. We have connected everything here. Now, we need to bring in the material testing packs. And these are gonna come out from here. Yeah, 3 belts. Yeah, right. 3 belts. Oh, should we do it in the normal bus fashion and leave 2 tiles every 5? 2 tiles of space every 5 of these. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? So we need 2 of these. Let's have 2 of these, and then oops, not like that. Let's have 1 of these. Let's have 1 of these, and then let's have 2 of these, and then this is 5. Can we have a space here? Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. 1, 2, and they're gonna be directly below their 1, 2. Yeah, I think this is nice. I think this is way nicer. Like, we're gonna be having this. Yeah, and we should leave some space for the underground belts. It's gonna be way better looking in the end. Let's have 2 spaces here, and then let's have, oops, let's have this like this and these like this. Yeah, just for the belting. A true bus fashion, even though it's not a bus. It's not a bus, it's a belt organization. It's a minibus. And oh yeah, here. Yeah, let's do it like this. And done. Now we need 3 of material testing packs. And they can go into their own. Oh, Let's check the output. We also need outputs, and I had completely forgotten about outputs. We have a lot of scrap to output, and it can go here. I think it's fine if like scrap and oh, contaminated scrap as well, and contaminated cosmic water. Hold on, a lot of these output contaminated cosmic water, and should we decontaminate the scrap immediately? Because if we decontaminate, we are gonna get contaminated biosludge as well. Oh, we're gonna get a bit of mess. We're gonna get a bit of mess. I think it makes more sense to not decontaminate it here at the material science, because we don't want to be dealing with contaminated biosludge, uranium, but cosmic water we do have. If we deal with it, instead of one output station, we need 2. Instead of contaminated scrap, we're going to be needing uranium and biosludge. But biosludge is handled. There are trains which are collecting contaminated biosludge. And uranium could be handled, so maybe it's good. I think it's good. And we're going to be having a single, mostly scrap output. So I think it's okay. Let me check whether we actually do have the trains to handle the contaminated stuff. These ones? Yeah, there is a train to handle the contaminated cosmic water. 2 trains to handle contaminated cosmic water, but there is no trains to handle contaminated biosludge yet. But we do have a station. We do have a station which asks for contaminated biosludge. So it should be okay. How many robots are there in this system? 4.5k. Yeah, it's okay. But I think all of them are, yeah. Maybe we need more roboports. I think all of the roboports are taken. One roboport is 350 robots. And we have enough to fit into 10 would be 3,500 plus 3, like 13. We have enough to fit into 13 roboports, and we have 12. So we need more, because I have noticed some robots were hanging out somewhere. We need like one more roboport for the robots to sleep. They don't need sleep, they need to work. No sleep. Where should we put the decontamination? How many facilities does that make? 5 facilities? Yeah, no problem. This is no problem. The output is no problem, but we still need to make it. So let's, yeah, we need more. We need way more. We need way more stations here. And yeah, I'm noticing that these are not connecting. And we don't even have rail signals for the stations. Thank you for Vulcanite robot. How many more do we need? I'm not sure. Let's see. 41 items per minute. That's how many belts? That's a lot. 2.7k is 1 belt, so 10 belts plus 14k, 10 plus like 16 belts. 16 belts would be, yeah, about 16 belts. And I have decided that the cap per station is 4 belts. So that would make 4 stations. That would make 4 stations. Basically, one station handles up to 10,000 a minute. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. Okay, so for I mean, if it doesn't if it's not enough, we can always add more stations. The beauty of this setup with the logistics trains is that whenever you have a throughput issue, just copy paste a station in the stacker and you are done. Okay, let's have scrap stations last, And before that, let's have so biosludge, because it really bothers me to have biosludge in uranium. You'd think they have nothing to do in the material science. I mean, uranium could always be processed into 235. Like, how long does it take for 0.5 uranium to be transformed into 235 of the ore? I mean, but we would need acid for that. We would need acid, right? No, we don't. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we could be processing them locally. Basically, first apply. Where is the processing recipe? Not cover X. Hold on, where is the recipe? This one? Oh yeah, this one. Oh yeah, no, you need nothing. Basically, apply uranium processing to 10 ores when you have enough, and then put them into a cover X. Put them into a cover X. Have 40 happy uranium. Process the 238, and yeah, it could be a cycle. It could be a local cycle. We could actually be having a station asking for uranium 235, because remember that refinery is always producing it, because refinery does some decontamination. So refinery actually does output the uranium, and you can see we already have like 5. We already have 5, and at some point we're going to be having a lot of them. So we could be making a station asking for uranium instead of exporting it, and be using it here. I mean, using, kinda recycling. This could be nice. And I think I'm gonna go with that. Material science is gonna be a recycling of uranium, just so it would have a place somewhere to have it. Okay, let's copy that. And I'm not gonna copy the station name, only entities and tiles. This way, the station name is gonna be generated. It's not gonna be a requester of blank data cards. So it's gonna be a requester of Paul Peters. It's gonna be a requester of uranium ore. Uranium ore requester, nice and clean. We need trains to transport the uranium, by the way, but that's fine. How many of it? I think. How many do we want? I mean, as much as possible, right? So 2 trains, 8k, yeah, 15k is good enough. Minus 15k, that's how much we want. The train size is 4k because they take 50. They go 50 per slot, right? Uranium ore, yeah, 50. They're 50 per slot, and here is the ore. Okay, we are now requesting the uranium ore. So we're gonna have a small recycling facility somewhere. And we need to output cosmic water, biosludge, and then scrap. Let's do it. I think we can copy paste from here. We have a contaminated cosmic water. Oops, pressed M instead of N. We have a cosmic water factory here. Here, this is the one which outputs contaminated cosmic water. Let's. It's the other way around. It should go from the bottom. Which is fine. Can change it. Changing wires though, it's a bit. This is a balancer. This is a one-way balancer here. I can explain it. I can explain it after we copy. Explain it will help me invert it without making mistakes. Oh, and of course we need to copy with underground belts. With the scaffolding. And do this. copy entities and tiles. Perfect. So the idea here is that first of all we need by the way, why the ghosts are now blue? Well, was there a Factorio update or something? Why ghosts are blue? Before they were like gray, whitish. I may have missed some some patch notes. Maybe it's a mod, not sure. Okay, so the idea here is that we are letting the network, the station know how much liquid we have, and if we have enough for one train, we are calling the train. However, problem is that when we have the liquid but it's not properly balanced, the train will come but it won't be able to. Oh, okay, no. Imagine we have exactly 50k, right? Exactly 2 wagons, exactly enough to full 2 wagons. If we don't have a balancer here, what's gonna happen? If we have a direct pump, well, as the train is being filled in from this one, we are gonna be sending at the same time towards one wagon and at the same time towards the storage tank, which means that we won't be able to fill this train wagon, because at the end this one will be full and this one will have like some liquid, normally half, like half here and half in this wagon. So if we have exactly 100k, a train is gonna be stuck here if we don't have the balancer. And this is why we're making sure that we are always like transferring to this tank whenever there is less liquid here than here, and this guarantees the like pumping from both of these at the same time. They definitely not blue in my game. Another streamer had them pink though. What? What's that? That's really weird. Hold on, it should be shift. Maybe it depends. It depends on the. What? How did they get built? What built them? Oh, the mouse. my mouse hovering built them. So these ones are blue, and if I take these ones, yeah, they're all blue. Oh, is it the character color? My character is blue here. Let's check. Color red. No, they are still kind of blue. No, they're still blue. Weird. Maybe there is a setting for that. Yeah, I don't know. I joined the save you gave me and I noticed on Novice your ghosts were greeny. Like, this is greeny, right? For me it's blue, but you could call them aquamarine. Not sure why. Not sure why. No, this is blue. Okay. I know sometimes people have disagreements on colors, which I find really funny. But I try to not make fun of people who think that green is blue and vice versa. I mean, make fun of. Maybe they have some I don't know, Daltonian issue, which is fine. It's just fun when that happens. Like the argument, it's blue, now it's green, now it's blue. Okay, so here we need to connect all the tanks with the green wire, I think. Yeah, the green wire. The green wire is letting everything know how much we have. Here, however, we need to invert these. I'm gonna copy these. Now I'm gonna delete this manually and I'm gonna flip them and paste them back. And now the filter should be towards the top. So let me check. We are multiplying what's in here by -1 and we are adding it to what's in here. So we need to input when the number is negative. or positive? Multiplying by -1 the amount here. Oh, positive, yeah. When this is bigger. When positive is bigger than negative. When it's positive, yep. Okay, and so this way we are handling the cosmic water output. Now let's try to do the same for bio sludge, which is gonna be exactly the same. And even train stop names here because it's no big deal. Oh, and yeah, Morpheus Xout. It should be. This one was contaminated cosmic water. Provider. And this one is gonna be the provider of biosludge. Contaminated biosludge, yeah. Cosmic water and biosludge. Okay, good. Now these two are done. This is gonna be handled locally, and we just need to output scrap. So we can go with 4 stations for now, and we can add more if we notice that the output is not good enough. It should be good enough though. So let me copy any of the stations which output scrap. I think we should copy this one, yeah. Oh, are we producing junk data cards? No, we are not. We are not producing junk data cards. Oh, that's nice. That's nice from the mod creator. At least we don't have to deal with junk data cards. Yeah, let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we don't have any more train stops. Neither do we have electricity. Cosmic Water train station name, Coca-Cola Company. The contaminated one, right? The contaminated one would be Coca-Cola Company. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. Like input of stuff and output of other stuff. Okay, we can connect the outputs later. I mean, we can connect. Let's actually have them. Let's actually have the outputs here. And let's now that we are aware of the amount of belts, we can move this train station a bit closer. This, I mean, the landing pad. So yeah, let's go. 3 belts here. And oh, what about the storage? 750 items a minute. I would even have I would even have a big storage chest per testing pack. Because the idea is to include is to include the remaining items in case we have too much of it. That's why, and define too much at least twice the amount. We should be able to store at least twice the amount of testing packs, and 7.5k is already 1.5 big storage chests, so we need 3. We actually, yeah, I'm actually gonna output them into their own dedicated storage chests here. And we need 3. That's why we have 2 actually here. That's why we have 2. But then, or should we have like 2? Oh, we could do something like this. We could do something like this. This way we have 3, and we could be outputting them to both sides. This way we can draw from this one, and it's automatically going to be balanced, and there's enough storage as well in all of them. So I think this is good. I think this is good. Okay, let's not be too greedy, and let's check. Are we gonna need another item? Because we have the bearing here. What's the next intermediate item? This one, right? Heavy composite. Yeah, we can make heavy composite, and we can make it on land because it doesn't need to be made in a special facility. And is it required in the catalog card? I mean, if it were required, it would be shown here, right? But apparently it's not required. Oh, it's required directly in the science, but not in this facility. It's not required to make the catalog 4. That's curious. That's curious because for bioscience, for example, we had to go back home to make epoxy, and epoxy was a requirement of one of the cards here. This is the tier 3, the one which is unlocked by tier 3. But for material, the tier 3 intermediate item is not necessary to make the catalog itself. Interesting. How about astroscience? Yeah, astroscience as well. We had to make the bulkhead, which was tier 3. Tier 1, I think it was no, tier 1 was the plate. Tier 2 was scaffold, and tier 3. It depends. Yeah, it depends. Anyways, that is to say, let me leave some space. I'm gonna leave 2 belts of space just in case there are gonna be 2 new items here. I'm gonna leave 2 belts of space, and from here we can be drawing here directly. My landing pads turn green too. Oh, let me try. In my case, it's kind of bluish, like this. The ghost is kind of blue. I don't know why. Oh, let me check on novice. Hard to say. I would say it's still blue. Landing pads turned green. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what causes that. To this. Okay, we have all the belts. We have all the outputs. Now we can be providing. The scrap. And let's do it here. So we need a lot of belts. We need 16 belts of scrap. 16 belts of scrap, and that's heavy. That's gonna be super heavy. 16 belts of scrap. $46 belts. No, okay, not yellow belts. Let me check. Preferences, belt. Is there a default belt? Yeah. Let's say the blue belt is the same as white one. These, however, have 64. So if we switch to belts, yeah, as I could have not calculated that if I had realized. We can click on belts. So we have 15 belts of scrap as output, and as you can see, this is correct. Exactly 4 belts, actually 5 belts, 4.07. And yeah, everything else is okay. And 15 belts of scrap. Yeah, that's heavy. Like material science is that's the challenge of the science. Yeah, sure, why not? We need to leave some space for the uranium processing, because it's gonna, I mean, could be done later, but let me leave some space here. Let's not be too greedy. So how many does that make? It makes 16. Oh, I didn't even count. I just like I painted, and it was 16, which is perfect. That's gonna eat all our belts, all the belts. Let's have a nice organization here. Let's have a nice organization. Let's go here. So we are going here, and let's have them 4x4. Is this 3 and 4? Let's have a cute, perfect around organization. Going there, then going there. Oh, it's the other way around. We don't need that one. 4. Yeah. This one's turned there. This one's turned there. Then this one's... Oops. I'm so happy we can remove the space scaffolding. Because we couldn't do so for the landfill. And for here. That's... Oh no, you're a mess. I mean, you're... it's fine, we can go around it. We can use undergrounds. And you are going here. I'm sorry, what? Oh, yeah. These 4 are also incorrect. Okay, and now we can properly... yeah, let's do them like this. Not here, and not here. Come on, robots. So here, 2, 3. Sorry, what? 2, 3, 4. Oh, no more belts. Oh, no more belts. Of course, of course. It was expected. It was expected. Let me go grab all the belts there are there. And scaffolding. I'm so glad there is an optimization for the belts. I know that in some mega bases, some people had a crazy optimization details. They went as far as to make sure the belt is compressed before sending it, which ensured the optimal UPS usage. I mean, we should see about UPS. I think the biggest problem with the UPS is not gonna be these small sub-factories. It's gonna be most likely a mod. It's gonna be maybe the splitters. I'm a bit worried about not the splitters, the mini loaders. I'm worried about the mini loaders. And the fact that we have a ton of surfaces. I forgot to take scaffolding, but that's okay. You also have mods that pack resources, so you have less belts. Yeah, I've looked at that. What's the word? What's the mod? One of the mini loaders. One mini loader mod has an integrated packager, and I think we are gonna like do this kind of optimization the moment when we notice UPS is an issue. That's really nice. Like, instead of having 16 belts, you compact, you make everything compact, and don't have to worry about that. Oh, done. Ah, don't move. Okay. These are going here. Deadlock belt stackers, exactly. This is the one. At the very beginning of the playthrough, I've discussed with some people who were using different meal loaders, and Deadlock was the one which was recommended. So I looked at that, but I didn't like the fact that it was not available as a standalone meal loader. You had to have the full saved. Saved. You had to have the full suit with like everything provided. That was a close one. Could be copying this square. Yeah, I think let's copy this square everywhere. It's gonna be easier. And then is it the same? Yeah, I think it's this. It's the same everywhere. Perfect. So now everything is a copy paste. Except for you. You're a bit special. That's okay. Oh, sorry, what? How did I miss that? Okay. Okay. No choice. And you can mine packed resources. Basically, you do everything compacted, but recipes take forever. I see. That's almost cheating, right? Like, this I consider to be part of the logistics problem which space exploration throws at you. It's a challenge for you to solve, and anything which would simplify this challenge. I mean, the challenge would be to like have enough like train stations and like enough throughput, basically. But if we're talking UPS improvements, then it's another discussion. Then it's definitely something to do. Can we not have these 3 belts in front of a pylon substation? Imagine we had 2 here, we had 2 spaces, and we have 1. So okay, let's actually have them go 1 tile towards the left, because this way, even if in the future we have 2 belts here, we could be having a 2 tiles gap, and then we can have these 3 like this. Okay. Listen to the advanced mechanic mod user. I'm gonna hear it a lot. Basically, I don't have the right to to talk about using cheaty mods. These are the catalogs. Okay, the setup is ready, I think. The setup is ready. Did we miss anything? Let me check. We do have fluid buses. Yeah, we do have the fluids. We can make a fluid bus here. Fluid bus could be here. And everything is in very low throughput numbers, so we don't need to worry about anything at all. Hold on. Do we have enough space for all the fluids? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9, perfect. And we need 7. 5 input and 2 output. Perfect. Could already let's prepare all the space stuff. I mean the fluid stuff. So this one comes in from here. Let's start with the outputs from the right side, we're gonna be having you and you. Look at the underground space pipes which go under the space. I know it's been I have mentioned it already before, but I still can't wrap my head around how this may work. This one is coming in here. This one is gonna come in here. Oh, it's kind of in front. Okay, let's put it here. Hot thermofluid can be here, and this one can be here, and this one can be here. Okay, perfect. Let's align them, and that's a nice little palette of fluids. Brought to you by Advanced Fluid Handlings. Hooray! Hooray! One important thing is that I had completely forgotten to connect all the chests. Let's... how should we connect them? And we should be connecting them... we almost need to place some poles or pylons to connect them. Like... because we're gonna be having a bunch of circuitry here in order to handle the. Let me move these a bit out of the way. I mean, they're still kind of in the way. Let me take. Okay, we can put it like this here. Hidden chest. Did I leave enough place for the automation? I think I did. Let's check here. So what we need is this setup. We need this setup. Which I think is gonna be okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be having enough space. So let me copy that first. It has a bit of a thinking. We need to take the right on the right hand side the constant combinator and multiplier. I'm gonna explain how it works. I'm gonna explain how it works in a second. Let me first copy and remove the unnecessary parts. So this is the. These are unnecessary. These are parts of the output actually, because we had to take even from this top side of the rocket, which is kind of originally it was kind of dedicated to logistics, to rocket logistics itself, and this is unnecessary as well, like this. Okay, so let's pull. I don't think I have the. I don't. Oh no, maybe I do have the. Yeah, I do have the transmitters. Let's do this. Let's actually move this as well, like one tile up. And should we combine them? Should we combine them? I feel like we should. Or maybe we shouldn't. I mean, the output from both landing pads. Is it fast enough? But anyway, we're gonna be having a separate antenna. Man, this belt is really in the way. Let me do it like this. Ah. Yep. Okay. So the idea here is that we handle the rocket sections and the capsule. We send them. Hey, this is Emo's chest mod, by the way. Emo is one of people who come sometimes. He made a mod. It's called. It's not written though. It's called drop chest, and basically, whenever you have items in your trash slots, whenever you walk near an active provider chest, it directly teleports items from your trash slots into the active provider chest. It's useful, but in this case, I don't want this to be here. I mean, it's actually okay. It's actually okay because this is a global. It's a global network, and they can be evacuated globally. It's actually okay. It's actually okay. Yeah, it should be okay. Anyways, here you should be renamed, and this is why I haven't copied the constant combinators with setting the values. Because if we did, then this transmitter would send new values onto this channel, and they would override the demand. Like they would double the demand, basically. So we need to call it material science delivery 1. I'm gonna copy that, and now let's copy everything here and kinda flip it. I mean, by kinda I mean like literally flip it. So we have symmetrical. We have symmetrical positioning, and here we can call it material science test packs. Test packs 1. Okay, these are gonna be sending the demand. Yeah, these are gonna be sending how much items we need. And the idea behind the process is that we create a constant combinator which holds the total amount of stuff, which holds the total amount of stuff we are going to be needing. So I'm going to copy from this list, and I'm going to set all these values of as requirements as negative values. So minus 11,005 of iron plates. 62. Let's have 100 of copper. When it's too low of a number, it's best to round it up. Minus 200 barium plates because the stack size is 200. Holmium plates, stack size is 100, I think. Not sure. And this iridium is 40, right? Let me check. Holmium is 100, yeah, and yeah, it's 40 for iridium. But anyway, iridium we need 1, 2, 3, 3. Minus 1, 2, 3, 3. Then we need plastic 2, 3, 5. We need explosive minus 470. Explosives. We are gonna be setting a demand for all these items, but not directly, not as is. We need to make sure we always have a rocket which is traveling, and in order to do that, this is why we have a lot of buffer chests. We're gonna multiply the demand by a constant, a certain constant, and the constant is gonna depend on of how many slots these are actually using. Let's see here. Let's continue. 611 girders, 120 uranium. We don't have to be precise, but the ratio should be about right. Girders. Hey, thank you for following, Stargot. Hope you're enjoying the sushi rocket automation we are doing. Hold on, forgot already. 120 or 120. Heavy bearings and uranium. Thank you, thank you. girders bearing. 470 of glass and 235 of concrete. .70 and concrete is here. 235. All negatives, yeah. Minus 2084 of steel. So stone, because we also make sand. Anyways, let's say 200 of stone. It's fine. They changed something now. Defense on a planet is defending the orbit. Oh yeah. That was a change from 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. If you go to the space exploration mod on the mod portal and you check the change log, there was a huge update. And basically what they did is now the planet and the orbit share meteor defense as well as umbrella defense. You can have only one umbrella, either on your planet or on its planet's orbit, and meteor defense installations. The ones which cover the whole planet, not the point defense drones, point defense ones. And you're going to be protected for both. And I think it's really cool. I wonder if the creator was like, they asked me about this for so long, I'm gonna give it to them. Because usually, like, they don't simplify right. Until now. 100 iron gear wheels. Are we gonna have enough space on this constant combinator? I wonder. 100 electronic circuits and 150 multi-cylinder engine. Multi. 100 electronic circuits and minus 150 of you. Okay, are we good? We should be having 19. Yeah, we have 19. Like, you can see that it's 19. We have values for the items. Now, let's see how much of a rocket does this amount fill. 11,000 is 110 slots. 110 slots. These are all like 1 slot. This is like 30 slots, so 140. Let's say 150. Plus 5. Yeah, 150 slots for until now. Now these 100 slots, so 250 slots. Plus 12. 250, 265. 270, 200 and with these two 280 plus 20, 300. Yeah, these are like 310, 11, 12. So basically, we are at about 315 slots taken by the rocket. So we need at least like about twice the amount to fill a rocket with all the items. Now, considering we consume them regularly, the goal of the operation here we are doing is that we always want to be sending a full rocket with items. If one of the science packs, for example, is missing items, we still want the rocket to be able to load this amount and to be never be in a state where one part of a factory requires items, but because we don't require other items, the rocket is not full and therefore is not launching. So we want to make sure the rocket is always full, and that's why we make we input the exact amount of value of items we need to make sure that the ratios are always preserved. So we can multiply everything by a single constant to make sure the rocket is always going to be full. Let's see if this constant is 3. If the constant is 3, it's about 2 full rocket loads. If you multiply everything by 3, how many like iron plates are we going to be having? Like 300 buffer, right? Because this is 100 buffer, 110 multiplied by 300, and we can allow up to 1000 slots. So maybe even 4. I think multiplying by 4 is gonna be good. If we can hold iron, basically we can hold everything else. Iron is the most... yeah, let's do it. Let's multiply it by 4. Let me copy the logistics here. So multiply them. Basically it's a red wire and it's connected directly to the transmitter. And no, this is different wire. Yeah, chests and transmitter and everything. Multiply everything by not 10 but 4. Okay, and now we need to connect everything. Connected to you, then these requirements are gonna be sent to the to Novice, and we need to connect the chests with these amounts. I'm gonna put electric pole here, or here. Let's also disconnect the pole from the... yeah, you don't need to be connected. You're not for electricity, you are for the wires. So this is the amount of items we have, and let's connect all the chests with this amount. Okay, something like this. Oh, sorry, I missed your message. Sadly, I need to leave. Wish you a nice rest of the stream. Thank you. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stop very shortly, so it's I'm at my time limit, unfortunately. I'm somewhat certain. Yeah, and have a nice day to you. Thank you for coming. I'm somewhat certain the umbrella meteor change was a community contribution. Oh, it was definitely how the majority of new players thought it would work. I personally didn't have any expectations. I just like when I first came to Novice orbit, I noticed meteors were falling on the orbit, and I was like, oh, I need defenses here as well, and I didn't think more. I didn't think about it any longer. I just put the meteor defenses. It was like one more thing to do on the list. So yeah. Is this properly connected to... Yeah, it's connected to only the... Okay. So now we should be seeing all the items we are needing. And indeed, we can see that we have 4 times the amounts. Okay, and it's sent back to Novice. And we need to do the same, but in a simpler way here for the... Oh! Hold on. These are kind of separate. These are separate. We need to have a second one here. First, the wire. Disconnect you and disconnect you, disconnect you. Okay. Shame you haven't gotten to see how the holes they make in scaffold now. Ah, really? That's nice. Nice touch. Like this. This is for the material testing packs. And we don't need to ask for more. We want to be having always be having half of these chests, which is minus 7,500 exactly. It's more than one rocket, so we don't need to multiply it by anything, because a rocket is gonna be able to come with these items. We could even say that we need at least 5,000. No, this is good. This is good. What I don't know if is if the meteor is falling on your space scaffolding, how does the defense shoot it? if it would require shooting through your scaffolding. Direct head-on hit. Don't subscribe to the flat novice theory. Read, shh, don't ask those questions. Is it a... If it makes a hole in the scaffold, it just means that scaffold wasn't being used. Free cleanup process. True. I suppose if it hits a building, it doesn't remove the building and the tile of scaffolding behind it, right? Like, it only removes empty scaffold. So it's free cleanup. Free cleanup. Okay. So this is being automated. This is ready to be automated, I mean. Just put your locomotives and nuke plans back in your pocket and go on about your business. Yeah, that's definitely in the category don't ask how it works. GMS, why even use circuits for that? Just set rocket to launch on full. It will back up and resend when you are low. In this case, I'm worried that even though I have set the ratios properly, for example, if we are consuming mostly, I don't know, let's say material catalog 1 and not the others, we're gonna be having mostly a part of the resources which is gonna be coming in, right? But not the other parts. And if we don't let Novice know how much resources we have, we cannot be sure that Novice is properly gonna insert the ones we need. Even if you send the like ratio correct amount of all of them at all times. So we always need to, we always want to ask which exactly resources are lacking so we can put them in the rocket. That's why we need circuits. And the launch, the rocket automation is going to be launched on full. It's going to be just that. For material packs? For material packs, true. This is only needed for sushi rocket. For material packs, we don't need any kind of automation. That's true. Yeah, you're right. I'm not seeing any need because it's a single item rocket. Yes, single item rockets are simple actually. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna remove this completely. Single item rockets are pretty simple. Definitely a circuit for that landing pad. Yeah. You're right. I just put it out of habit. Paying they stack poorly tax by shipping them. Exactly. The only reason why they are shipped separately is because of their high requirements and very poor stack size. With a prod module write-off. Yeah. I mean, if it was not for prod modules, I would have made them here directly in space. If it was not for prod modules. Okay, guys, I think it's a good point to stop. I'm gonna be ending the stream for today. Thank you all for coming. And that's amazing. Since Tyrannosaurus Hacks raided us, it has been 30+ viewers at all times. And I'm really grateful that you find my rumblings entertaining. I do hope you enjoy the setup. I'm trying to make this nice build. And hopefully see it through and get to the endgame stuff, get to the black science and spaceships. It's all on the menu. I avoid tax by making them in space, but mostly because they're a sink of for scrap recycling output. I chose to send the scrap recycling output back to Novice. You can see here there is a dedicated rocket for every ore. Basically, we process scrap, we filter out the ores, and they go on their belt into the rocket, like stone, copper, and iron. And they just go back to Novice and feed the refinery, the iron and steel smelting facility. Like you have the rocket here, it goes and into the overrides the ore delivery, opting for the double tax. Yeah, I mean, we're just paying the rocket fuel price for doubling the output of the ore. All the ways work, of course. I think so. I think so. We just pay the fuel. We pay the fuel to get basically way more ore, way more plates and whatnot for the ore. We just pay the fuel. It's no big deal. I like the way you prioritize by just feeding your drop-off landing pod. I do that trick too. Here, the priority is basically, yeah, because these stations ask for the trains only based on the amount of the resources, so they're never completely full, and we just feed the ore in. It's automatically prioritized. Okay. Let's see who we can raid. I'm gonna save. Is there anyone you want to raid? It's a good trick. Thanks. So who is playing space exploration? That's the first filter. And of course, no one is putting space exploration in the title. Why would they? Why would they? I'm going to watch Phoenix anyway if you want to rate him. Phoenix? Who is Phoenix? Oh, I'm always filtering by people who put English. Oh no, he's here. He's here. So Factorio Speedrunning. But I feel bad about rating someone who already has like 60 viewers. So I always try to rate someone who has less viewers than currently myself, so that we maybe can help people who has little viewers to get more popular. Kind of. But yeah, of course, feel free to. There is absolutely no problem. Go watch anyone you want, but mostly for those who don't want to change, or for people who are AFK. We can send you. Let's go see the person who is playing Factorio for the first time ever. Because we don't have anyone who is playing space exploration. Let's see. Speedrunners don't have much trouble getting views. He hasn't streamed in a while either. I see. Yeah, I think he won't have trouble getting any views. So we are raiding Cephinated. And it's about to start. Okay, thank you again for coming, and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.